All right. Check one, two. This is your boy Tony Maceo back with you one more again, live and direct on this Friday night at about 9:11 p.m. live from Power and Strategy. And tonight I have with me a very special guest, the lovely Miss Nicole Michelle from the Inner Beauty Movement. And tonight we're gonna get deep in it. We're gonna get deep in it tonight because tonight what we want to discuss is all this controversy that done jumped off about the bag. I swear you done created more hatred and more animosity and enmity over this phrase, get the bag. So basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna talk about what this bag is. And for those niggas that can't seem to get it, for those niggas that are a bit slow, we're going to do the 33 and a third version for you. You know, hopefully you'll pick it up. Hopefully you'll pick it up. I'm not optimistic, but hopefully you'll pick it up, and we'll see. We'll see how you're able to digest what's being said here tonight. Because to me, it's fairly simple. To me, it's fairly straightforward. But nevertheless, again, as it's so often said, that repetition is the mother of skill, especially among niggas. So tonight, what we want to do is we want to just ask Miss Nicole some very, very simple questions and hope we can get some very simple answers. So, with that being said, Miss Nicole Michelle, welcome to Power and Strategy TV.
Thank you, Maceo, for having me again. What's up?
Okay, what's up? First of all, let me lay down the house rules. There'll be no red pill trolls in here tonight. There'll be no black pill trolls in here tonight. There'll be no blue pill trolls in here tonight. This is a red pill free zone. Don't bring that shit up in my chat. It's not a situation to where I'm going to let you come up in here and beat up on the people that's in here, and you're definitely not going to beat up on my guests. So I will not allow that. I cannot allow that to go down. So with that being said, we're about to get started. Hold on. I have my man C Boogie's in the house. I'm going to add him into the mix here in just a minute. There he is.
What up?
There
What
he
up? What
is.
up?
What's
What's
up?
going on?
What's
What's going
going
on,
on?
Hello.
folks?
Hey, Bug.
Hey, what's up, man? What's up?
What's up? What's up? Shout out to the chat room. Shout out to Ultimate Blackmail Radio. Shout out to Miss Devin Haley, my mod. Shout out to Reese, Robert Higgins, Miss Rice, Excalibur. Salute. So let's get it. Miss Nicole, Mr. Boogie, we're gonna get to you in just a second because you have some we're gonna discuss whether this grass is greener on the other side, or whether these niggas just putting down a whole lot of fertilizer. So Uh, Miss Nicole, here's a question. What does get the bag mean? For the niggas in the nosebleed seats, what does that mean?
Well, I use Secure the Bag, and on my channel, I understand it has a lot of negative connotation from street people. And because I have a younger audience I'm trying to connect to, I needed a phrase to redefine. And we're all about traditional values and family, and I understand it's not everybody's cup of tea, and I'm fine with that. But on my channel, Secure the Bag means to marry legally before starting a family, before having children and that sort of thing. So it's not just the man is a bag. No, it's what he has to everything, his heart, his mind, his soul, his time, his patience, his protection, his security. All of that is the bag, and you don't always get that as a single woman. So I'm telling women that before you have children, make sure that you and your unborn are taken care of, and that's what that's about.
That sounds fairly simple to me. I don't understand why niggas don't get that. Uh, I don't understand why niggas don't get that. I really don't.
Well, let me give the backdrop if you just allow me like 2 minutes to give a backdrop.
Shoot.
O'Shea found me on Facebook, and Facebook was lighting up, and we did a Facebook Live from my channel to from my page to his channel 2017, and no 2018, I'm sorry. And then I came on his show that summer again, And then I came on his show maybe September or October of 2018, and that's when everybody noticed me. But I had done 2 or 3 shows with O'Shea prior to that, and nobody noticed me until that whole Sunday Rumble thing, the red dress for now. Okay, that's when everybody noticed me. But me and O'Shea had already had an established relationship. That's when I started getting invitations to different people's panels around the manosphere. So let's just be clear. I didn't force myself on the manosphere like other content creators have done. All right. No shade or anything towards other female content creators that have purposely gone to content creators and asked to be on their platforms. I never asked, put me on your panel. I want to do a show. No, I never did that. I always came by invitation only, and O'Shea will back that up. I never asked him for an interview. I never asked other people who shall remain nameless to be on their shows. But I went, I took the abuse from their crowd. I took the name calling, what size dress you wear, what you look like, you fat, you old, all the I took it, and I've taken it for pretty much all of 2019. The end of 2018, all the way up to 2019. A lot of the manosphere people I've had on my panel, they've had access to my audience. They have drilled my audience members. They've drilled my panelists. They've had carte blanche to just come. Whenever they came in the room, you want a link? I just gave them mad respect. Major manosphere YouTubers, I gave them mad respect on my channel. So I was really kind of upset or kind of perplexed when every time you have a business model, you have to understand your audience. And I did make an announcement, sort of informal announcement to my supporters that I was changing my focus. Now, women are my focus, but if you're an actual business owner, you know that you have to have a certain demographic you target. And I knew for me to be successful, I needed to target a certain demographic of women that seemed to be grasping the information a little bit easier than the other ones. And that was the younger women. No shade towards the older women. I have students all ages, but I shifted a lot of my content to pull those younger women in, and that's worked dividends for the movement, right? And also with that, I've had to speak to them because younger women are at the fertile age. I'm trying to catch them before they have babies. Before they go out here and have all the babies that all of these men are complaining about, I'm trying to catch them before they make the mistake. How do I catch them? I got to talk to them on their level. I got to use phrases, catchphrases, and things like that resonates with them. And because it's my channel, I can say how I want to say it. Whatever clicks with those group of women, I got to say it, and I kind of keep punching it in because it's starting to resonate. They're coming to me from other channels that have a different spin on that same phrase, and they're coming to my channel and going, oh my God, I never looked at it. Oh my God, I got to get married first before I have kids. I have them thinking now. So it kind of like, I'm like, why are men upset about this? Because correct me if I'm wrong, but ever since I've been affiliated with the manosphere, they've been dragging women about their choices, about their body count, and all of these things that I'm trying to work with women about. And I go secure the bag and they lose their minds. I have posting and comments and trolls and streams about secure the bag. Now, I understand there are other female content creators that are scammers. They are frauds. But that's ironic that they say secure the bag is just a street term and it has a bad connotation. Notice that they never say anything about the women who actually associate that phrase with a bad connotation. And I think, thank you, Maceo, for doing that live you did, calling out the hypocrisy. They are so quick to jump down my throat. And I did explain to some close friends of mine that I'm tired of being on the defensive. And I don't have to explain my business model to anybody, really. And I definitely don't have to explain that to the manosphere. I don't have to explain that to a demographic of people who are not even my customers. You're men. You have nothing to do with this. And how can you be upset with a woman who is helping women get better? The same women that y'all want to sleep with, or you say you don't want to sleep with, whatever. But you say black women are horrible. They make bad decisions. They got bad, bodies, bad body counts. They're promiscuous. They're not feminine. That's all of this negative stuff day in and day out and day in and day out. Oh, yes, CD, I got the heat for you, loser. I got the heat for you, loser, because I see you've been talking real slick. So I got the heat for all of y'all losers. So all of the negative stuff you've been saying about black women, I've been going hard in the paint with some of the manosphere talking points, some of the red pill talking points. I've been going hard on these women, and you can see it in my numbers versus other content creators' numbers. My numbers are way low. Why? Because I'm hitting them with that real. But then when I say secure the bag and I say, wait a minute, I'm going to approach it this way. This is what's resonating. I'm getting them to listen to me. Now, all of a sudden, I'm the worst thing since sliced bread. But why aren't you attacking the women that don't have your best interests at heart, that are telling women, look, don't even mess with a black man or a man, period, if he doesn't make under $100,000 a year. I've never said that. I've even done streams explaining which men are okay. I've done videos dedicated to nerds, dedicated to professional men, dedicated to blue collar men, white collar, all types of. So all of this, I feel like it's personal. I feel like they want to attack me, and I'm beyond tired. I'm beyond. It's been indirect attacks. It's been roast videos done about me. I've been sitting on the side and I haven't said a word. I haven't addressed these people personally. I haven't gone on their channels and said anything. I haven't said anything derogatory or besmirch their name on my channel ever. So I'm like, if you don't agree with what I'm saying, then stay the F away from my channel. Just stay away from me. Stay away from my crowd. Stay away from the women I'm trying to help. Just stay away. You don't even have to be over there. You're not attracted to good girls. You're not attracted to quality women. Black women are horrible. You're giving up on black women. Great. Leave my channel. That's it. Leave my name out your mouth, because for some people, YouTube is a game. YouTube is just fire it up and we just sit up here and go back and forth and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. For me, it's a business. I don't get on here just to run my trap for 3 days out of the week. You notice I'm only on here for 3 days. Why? Because that's a business model. Because the other days I'm doing other things for my business. People who get on here, oh, I think I'm gonna go live and just talk smack for hours and hours and hours. Maybe that's their business model. And then there's a method to some people's madness. But some people just get on here just to pick at other people. That's not my MO. When I get on here, my goal is to have one person say, Nicole, your stream made a difference. Your stream made me think not to let that man come in me raw so I can have a baby. That stream made me not shoot up. That stream made me look at things differently. That's what I'm looking for. I have a business, and putting my name in your titles and saying derogatory things hurts my business. And I have been sitting on the sideline and letting y'all go in on me and attacking me and calling me names. People that I thought was cool. I'm like, wait a minute, they've been on my panel, they've been in my chat. What is this about? Secure the bag? Are you kidding? I mean, they have literally made up what I've been saying. And from now on, if they tell me I don't listen to your material, but I just heard, I'm done. Because you don't even listen to me. Because if they listen to me, they would know I'm totally different from other people around social media saying certain things. So thank you for letting me get it off my chest. But I will say this, I'm not backing down from anything that I said today. And anybody who wants the heat can get it, because y'all have been picking at me for months. And I mean it. If my name is in your title and a derogatory name, if the content includes my name in a derogatory way, I will go to Google and I will strike your channel. And then the next step is I will have your IP address banned. And then I will go to the media about Manosphere and all the people connected to it that are harassing me. Leave me and my channel alone. And I'm so serious about that. And no, I'm not coming to your channel to come debate with you. No. If you're not Mac City, Power and Strategy, or C Boogie, I'm not coming. Don't even ask. Because after this, I'm done with it. Because after this, I am logging every time you say something negative about me. Trust me, I'm tired. And don't tell me people will always have something to say because I'm a public figure. No, y'all know what my content is about. And if you don't know what my content is about, why are you speaking on it? You know what my content is about. You want to pick on me, and I'm tired of it. So now you've picked at me and you picked at me, and now it's time for me to shoot back. So don't tell me I'm not feminine. Don't tell me, oh, feminine women don't act like. No, we're not pushovers. We're not doormats. And I'm tired. Thank you, Maceo, for letting me get it off my chest.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
Nicole, can I jump in here for 1 second?
Yeah, boo.
I mean, check it out, man. You know, niggas already know where I stand with these boys. A lot of these boys is hoes. I'm just being flat out. A lot of these niggas is hoes.
Facts.
I ain't gonna play
Facts.
with them.
Facts.
Straight up. I ain't gonna play with none of these boys. A lot of these boys is hoes. Um, I'm throwing a self improvement summit February 8th, Washington D.C. Niggas even found the way to hate on that. Um, what you dealing with, man? And I hear you upset in your voice and everything. A lot of these motherfuckers is miserable, man. Um, Nothing gonna make them happy. I've called out the hypocrisy within this sector of YouTube for the past year. I've been going to war with these boys. And I told them 2020, man, I ain't bringing that energy into my motherfucking life, man. I done met up with niggas. I done offered to come to niggas city. These boys is hoes. And I understand why women don't fuck with them. I'm just being honest. I understand why women treat a lot of these guys the way that they are. Excuse me, the way that they do because of who they are. These niggas is hoes. If you just want the flat out motherfucking truth. You know, a lot of these niggas, they gonna spam your shit. They gonna troll your shit. They ain't got shit else to do. A lot of these niggas I know personally, and they fucking liars, man. They lying about their life, lying about who they are. You know what I'm saying? You kind of dealing with this kind of, you're really dealing with a pathology now that really need to stop. I was on a panel with you, Nicole, a while back. I'm not even gonna say this dude's name. I got on the panel and was telling these boys, I was like, look, man, y'all want this lady to, teach femininity. Y'all always complain about these women, they ain't feminine, etc. But y'all sitting up in the chat room clowning on them. I was like, what do y'all want? Somehow that YouTuber took that thing down. He took that podcast down
Of
next day.
course he did. Of course he did.
Because I put these boys to task. They don't want nothing to change around here. I've heard YouTubers sit on people platforms and talk about, how they tired about, they tired of the rhetoric about black women. You know, we should move to something else. Um, that message is getting old. But the moment they numbers go down, what do they go back to? Talking about black women. This is a joke. This is a game. These niggas is hoes. And if ain't nobody gonna tell them, I'll tell them. Tony Maceo been telling them. Big Mike been telling them. You know what I mean? Look, man, there's a group of guys. Jay Sean been telling them. There's a group of guys out here that's giving a little pushback on some of this shit because what happened was they done took all the humanity out of black women. I'm just being real. They done took the humanity from y'all, and I don't think that's right, man. And honestly, it's fucked up. Cause you know why? I see a lot of fuckery with these boys, with these men. I mean, I don't even want to get into it. It's so much. It's a lot of fuckery with these men. And anytime you bring up the fuckery with the men, that shit gets swept under the rug, man. Like, nah, I don't roll like that. You want to be men, you want to be called men, you need to learn the word accountability, man. So, understand you upset. I don't even know what happened, man, but straight up and down, I was on a panel where a YouTuber called you a bitch.
Yeah, and to
And
this day he denies it. So I'm like, three major YouTubers are lying on you.
and when we got on your panel, you said, Boog, who called me a bitch? I thought he was gonna be man enough to step up and say I called you a bitch. That nigga stayed quiet. These boys are hoes. He stayed quiet. Nah, I'm serious. And everybody on the panel was like, yo, why you calling her a bitch, man? She don't deserve that. Everybody, it was like 7 of us on the panel. Everybody was like, dog, you going too far. And when you confronted, you said, Bug, who called me a bitch? And when he stayed quiet, I washed my hands with these boys. I said, you can't even step up and say that you said it. Look, man, they don't want nothing to change. They just want to complain. We know that. A lot of these boys are here for all the wrong reasons, man. So,
But look, I don't have a problem with the disagreement. But the stuff is, I delete a lot of stuff. I delete a lot of comments. I have banned a lot of people. People think, oh, Nicole, if you say something that she doesn't like, she banned you. No, what I see is people coming there attacking my audience. That's off the cuff. I don't care if you're a content creator. We go back to diapers. If you disrespect my audience, I am banning you. These women are coming to listen to what I have to say. Me, little Nicole, they coming to listen to me, and you have the mitigated gall to come in there and take your frustrations out on my audience. No, you don't get to do that. You told these women where they could go. Now they coming to listen to me to get better, just to hear what I got to say. And you want to beat them up? No, you don't get to do that. I don't care who you are. I will block you when I have blocked big content creators. And the one that I'm pissed off about today admitted on a live stream, yeah, I was trolling her chat. Now you 60 plus years old, trolling a chat full of women. Now, what kind of example are you setting for these men? Master teacher of what? Trolling a woman's chat, but you dog these women, drag these women day in and day out, day in and day out about how they behave, and I'm trying to help them, and then you come over there dissipating the energy. No, you don't get to do that, and I will block you every single time. And they come in here, and not only do they disagree, they want to call me names, and you know what? Before I came to YouTube, I've been called names, so I'm used to that. But when you attack these women, I take that personal because they're in my space and they need a safe space to hear what I have to say. See, their audience, they don't care about their audience, but I care about my audience. Not only that, but it's a business. So how can I do my business pitch and say what I got to say to these women? Look, I have a product that can help your life. If when they come over there, they're going to get beat up by manosphere people. You gonna call them names? Well, you're a single mother. Whoa. They don't deserve that. They over here listening to me, trying to hear what I gotta say. And then you come over there and then Nicole is blocking. Yes, I am blocking you because you don't know how to act. See, Boogie, can I ask you a question? What type of man comes to a chat room full of beautiful women and antagonizes the women? Who does that?
I mean, niggas with no life, man. I mean, honestly, niggas. I mean, highly finished niggas. I mean, a lot of niggas is finished. I'm gonna be honest. A lot of niggas are done. Stick a fork in them. They are finished. But look. I mean, I hear it in your voice. You upset. I mean, I've been there, man. I've been in some dark places with these niggas. I mean, to the point where I was gonna show up in niggas cities, man. But I noticed I had to fall back because honestly, this is their world. All this internet shit, this technology. I'm a guest in their world. And once I realized that, I just was like, all right, Boogie, let me fall back. You know what I mean? I'm more of an up close and personal kind of guy. I like to make phone calls and shit. I don't like to do all of this. This is like a hobby, but this is their world where they can be anybody they want to be. They wake up in the morning, they want to be X-Men or Superman. They get online and that's who they are. But in real life, these niggas is hoes. I'm just being straight up. They ain't getting at no bitches. Oh, excuse my language. They ain't getting at no women.
No, you on Maceo's channel, not mine. So
Women ain't checking for them for a lot of these boys, for whatever reason, man. And, it shows how they talk to women. I see panels where it's 5 guys ganging up on one female. I think that's whole shit.
Ridiculous, dude.
That's cornball-esque.
Oh my God.
I mean, I've never seen behavior like this in my life. I've never seen it. Never gonna catch C Boogie even going back and forth with a female, man. It's that if we got a disagreement, I'm bouncing, I'm gone. You're dismissed, or I'll get my keys, I'll leave. But they do it online because they can't do it in real life.
Mm,
So they get their rocks off like this. These boys talk dumb in public, but they bitch in private, man. And I know this. I'm telling you, man, this kind of activity is really, man, to me, it's embarrassing, it's pathetic as men. I don't mind guys calling out fuckery of women, but what I do mind is once it get to, oh, you want to see these women bleed, or I want to kill these women, I want them dead.
Oh yeah, I heard that stream. That was very, very disturbing.
And look, I didn't ask for this responsibility as a content creator, but I understand what it comes with. You dig? And all of that, I try to stop that at the door. You know what I'm saying? I don't want somebody to be watching C Boogie's channel and then something happened to one of these women in the street. No, I don't want nobody dead. Most of these boys don't even know shit about death. I get them a rifle, they'll throw it at the enemy because they hoes. They hoes. I mean, it's just that simple. I don't know how else I can really put. You know what I mean? These
But let
boys
me
are
ask
hoes.
you, but let me ask you fellas, but let me ask you fellas real quick. Okay, so if I'm teaching women to be feminine and submissive and to be virtuous and change their ways, and the men come in there and beat them up, okay, so what incentive do they have to want to be submissive to you if all you're going to do is beat them up in a chat room? They don't know you from a can of paint, never seen you, but you come in and attack them in a chat or on a panel. And what type of content creator or femininity influencer would I be to allow men to beat them up from a panel, telling them, preaching at them and telling them how horrible they are and stuff like that? What incentive do they have to get better? And why would they want to follow you? Why would they want to submit? Why would they want to look at you now as the competent man versus Pookie and Ray Ray, who they might be interested in, or maybe the cute hobo? I'm trying to get them to notice competent men. But if the so-called air quote competent men come out of there acting a fool in my chat and in my comment section, how are these women supposed to say, okay, well, maybe I should consider competent men? Maybe I have been looking at. Tell me how y'all act no different than the men that they come in contact with.
Say, but Boogie, have you listened to what BGS said? I mean, I didn't. I'm not here to talk about BGS. To be honest, I'm really here on different kind of business. I'm just chiming in to let you boys know y'all hoes. I don't even know the backstory to this, but I'm gonna say it again. A lot of these niggas is hoes. You know what I mean? Whatever was said, that y'all talking about. And I'm sorry, Nicole. I was reading that. Somebody had a question for me. I don't know what was said. Don't really care, man. Um, but you can answer this question. When is this activity going to stop? When is all this trolling going to stop? For y'all guys in the chat room. When are y'all going to chill? When are y'all going to get y'all bearings together? You know what I mean? Conduct yourself like professionals and really stay out of people's fucking business and get some of your own. I'm just being honest, man. A lot of y'all boys got too much time on y'all hands, man. A lot of y'all boys ain't got nothing to do. You know what I mean? I don't know what else to say, man. I done set it off for these niggas.
Look, Sisman, save yourself, black man. That is hilarious. Like, do what you want to do, because I don't really care, because y'all have already said, quality men, y'all not sexually attracted to quality women. So that's what's up. Go jump in the sea, go where y'all want to go. Who cares? My problem is, I want to ask the question, where did y'all spend holidays? I bet you was at a black woman's house eating her food. I bet you was laid up with a black woman this weekend, if you were lucky. So to me, save yourself, black. What are you saving yourself from? Because the people attacking me, most of them, they're getting their bills paid by a woman. You laying up with a woman, but you saving yourself. How you engage, but you saving yourself. Saving yourself from what exactly? Because you're laying up with a black woman, but you dragging them online. What you saving yourself from? Like, if we want to get down to the nitty gritty, let's get on down with it. Because see, you attacking me and my movement, something I've built, but you haven't built anything. Holla back. What have you built? How are you relevant? Please explain that to me. And all this, well, you're a public figure, so we have a right to attack you. Is that black people logic? So you a public figure, so we have the right to attack. No, you have the right of a difference of opinion, but not to attack me. No, you don't.
Well, that's another thing. They're hiding. They're hiding. All that shit behind. Well, they have a right to their opinion. They have a right to disagree. But last I checked, all opinions are not of equal value. Just because you got a mic to say some shit doesn't mean you know what the fuck you talking about. Because you got a lot of niggas that are just talking just to talk, and you can tell that their opinions are uninformed. They're ignorant as hell. And so what they want to do is they want to use that, well, I have an opinion, just to try to throw shade at a motherfucker on the low. And so then when you clap back and you get at them, then, oh, what's all this venom about? Why are you doing this? I'm just expressing a different opinion. And the opinion has nothing to do with what you said. It's not related to your point. It's not related to your message. So they've taken your message and everything you say out of context. And then when they fuck up what you're saying, you supposed to be, oh, I'm cool with that because he has the right to have an opinion. No. And I have a right to tell you that your opinion is garbage. I have a right to tell you you're an ignorant motherfucker. I have the right to tell you you don't know what the fuck you talking about. And
Right.
again, some of these niggas will sit up here and tell you, well, save yourself, black man, and they living with a bitch. Not only living with a
Facts.
bitch, but living off a bitch. They'll
Facts.
say that, save yourself, black man, and then a lot of them are sitting here roommating with a bitch to get the rent paid. The only way they're going to get their rent paid is to go half 50-50 with a bitch until I save yourself. So you're going to save yourself from the same bitch you sleeping with. Make that make sense. Where are you going? You saving yourself from what? Going home? You saving yourself from where? Going to bed? What the fuck you saving yourself from? What are you saving yourself from? You saving yourself from the same broad you laying up with.
Thank you. And
The
please stop
same
saying this
broad you
is
laying
off
up with.
base. Stop saying it's off base because you don't know what you're talking about. I know exactly. What I'm talking about is a video made on his offbeat channel because he know that main channel, he can't get away with it. But I found it on his offbeat channel, just listening to it off the cuff because I thought we was cool. And I just listened to it and I hear my name. I'm like, the nerve of you losers. Really? Oh, I was heated. From then on, it's on and popping because I'm like, wait a minute, the nerve of you. For real? The nerve of you.
Look, there's a lot of
Hold on.
myths out here. Let me break something down here. Everybody know.
No, just said, well, hold on here. The Crimson Cure, and I don't know who this is, says no one needs to be okay with it if you're not okay with it. You may respond or not, but people can't say anything about you that you don't like. So
Anyway,
I don't think the issue here has to do with you not liking it. It has to do with them knowing what they're talking about. If you're saying something about me and your opinion is ignorant and uninformed as fuck,
and
then yeah,
incorrect.
it's incorrect. Then yeah, you
It's
got a right
flat
to get
out
corrected.
incorrect.
Just
And it
like they
comes with
have a right.
slander. They've been personal. Not
Just like
BGS being personal, but they have been personal. Yeah.
just like you have a right to your opinion, I got a right to tell you slow. I got a right to tell you your opinion is ignorant and uninformed. Just like he got a right to say what he say, she has a right to clap back. Where is it written that you're supposed to take what they say as opinion just because of who they are?
Because
No.
they think I'm rattled because they got so many subscribers or people running around calling them master teacher or the founding father. I don't care nothing about that because I came on here to keep people. I did not come on here to win favor with people. I came on here to let people know who I am, what my product is, what I'm doing, my mission statement, my ether, all of that stuff. I came on here to let people know. I did not come on here to win every single man on social media because I know I'm not. I'm only here going hard in the paint for competent men, not just black men, but competent men. So if you a broke loser, yeah, you're going to be Nicole's out here calling people names. Yeah, you must be a broke loser because if you're not a broke dusty, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking for competent men that these women need to choose to form healthy families. That's who I'm going hard in the paint. Those are the men that I love and support. The rest of y'all, I could care less because you're not contributing anyway. You're not paying child support. You're making baby mamas, and then you get online and talk about them. You don't know how to get in a relationship. All you know how to is drag women. All you can do is talk about sex. Y'all get on Maceo. No, Maceo, you wrong. We ain't just talking about sex. Yeah, you are, because none of y'all are doing anything productive. When O'Shea does shows about money, he got 200 people in the chat room. When it's over there and they just going back and forth and mudslinging, 1,000 people. So don't tell me you building anything. And for those of you that want to attack, well, I ain't attacking BJ. Let me tell you something. In 1 year, I've built more than they have. So anyway, and if you want to play big bank takes little bank, let's do that. You pick any day in the calendar, and then we'll compare my bank account to yours. This is a business for me. So don't tell me what I can't ask for, what I can't do, because I'm going to tell you right now, if you put my name in a derogatory video, I'm flagging it. It's as simple as that. This is a business. Do you see those other content creators that have 1.25 million? They didn't get there because they played nice. They flagged videos that hurt their business, and I will do it and sleep good at night. If you're going to mess with my money, baby, I'm going to keep coming at you and keep coming at you and keep coming at you till you don't have a channel, a name, income, everything. Leave my movement alone. Leave these women alone. We heard you. We heard your complaints. Now leave us alone.
Listen,
Well,
I never said you have to take it. I didn't put words in your mouth. That was my response. Just because they say something, their word is not the gospel. So if he has the right to say something, then damn it, she has the right to respond. That's the point. I don't understand why these niggas think that they should be able to just say anything and it's a proclamation. You can't respond to them. No, you can respond to them. Especially when they have your whole message, when they have your whole movement, when they have your whole ideology, when they have your whole basic premise fucked up. You're just supposed to let them sit around here and just talk about you and just spit venom on you ad nauseum. No, they should get clapped back. If
Sweet
you big enough to
Jones.
pass a lick, you big enough to take one.
Sweet
That's
Jones,
what it
no,
is.
no, that was not a blanket threat to the whole manosphere. I do have a list of people that, yeah, I will be naming. Yeah. So if it doesn't stop, yeah, I am going to the media. And it can be print or TV. Why don't you just wait and see? But if it doesn't stop, yeah, I am going. And the women associated with the manosphere who want to attack me too. Because see, they like to do it passive aggressive, and they think because I haven't said anything that I don't know that they're attack dogs for the manosphere. I got you too. I'm paying attention to you too. So if you think you're going to do the passive aggressive attack people, and ladies in the audience, be careful who you listen to on here, because they will call you names and beat you down. Another Black woman will do this. Never have I ever called you out of your name. Never have I ever attacked another Black woman on my platform. So you be careful who you listen to, ladies. Please be careful. I go through great lengths to protect you all from other content creators that will break your spirit. And some of the stuff I listen to, it saddens me that a Black woman would say this about another Black woman. Are you freaking kidding me? But we supposed to be teaching femininity? No. I don't teach abuse. So yeah, I got your name.
well, check it out.
And if you want to attack me, we'll add your name to the list too.
Well,
All
here's
right,
my
let me.
question. Here's my question. If you're a dude, why are you in a conversation between women anyway? That's my question. If you're having a conversation with other women, why the hell are you in that conversation? What does that have to do with you? Why are you? That's like being one dude in a car with four females. You know,
Mm,
you know how suspect that look. You the only nigga in a car full of women. You look like the gay male best friend. Why are you even in this conversation? No, nobody is talking to you. Nobody is talking to you. Why are you even involved in this? Why are you even in the mix of this? This is a conversation between women.
And I know why you here, Kendra. You here to pick a fight, so you could go over there and you're over here to be their attack dog, so you can go over there and do videos about me. And I've already said my position. I'm not bending from that, and you can't bully me. You can't come over here and bully me. If that's what you think you're gonna do, I got attorneys in place, baby girl. If that's what you want to do, let's do it. Don't think you're gonna come over here and so Nicole Michelle calling me out. Like, who are you? Sick of that. I'm so sick of that. You do that with other people. You can't do that with me. I'm sick of it.
Let
So
me
if
let
you
me
want to do a video about me, just know if I hear my name or derogatory comments, I already told you what I'm doing. And I got steps. So it starts with this and it goes to that. And then it goes to that. And you'll be listed with the rest of the people. So if
all right,
that's what you want to do, go back and complain and call me names. And she's not really feminine. You over here to pick a fight, and I got you. You want
let
the
me let
smoke?
me
I got you. Stop bullying me. Stay away from me. You don't agree with my point? Stay away from me.
let me let
God.
me let me jump in here for 1 second. You know, because I understand the frustration. Lord know, I mean, Tony know that I've been there. I've been in some dark places with some of these niggas online, and they don't. I mean, it got to the point where I was actually going to drive up to somebody else's state to come and see them, and they hung up the phone on me. But let me get into another issue. Look, man, for the people that follow my channel, people know that I was married to a white woman, a Caucasian woman, when I was married when I was younger. The marriage lasted, it wasn't that long. We both was military because of the lifestyle and my crazy ass for the most part. We pretty much broke up kind of quick. But we did have some years where we was, happy. Let me explain this, man. There's a lot of myths about, jumping the fence, going to the other side, dealing with women of other cultures. Not only have I been with white women, I've been with all kind of women. But specifically, I'm gonna speak on this situation. Um, yo, man, I want to be one of the ones that's gonna be honest. The grass is technically not greener on the other side. It's just a different shade of green, if you understand what I'm saying. Look, a white woman had that fuckery. It displays itself different. Bottom line, I've said this from day one. It displays itself different. And for a lot of guys, for a lot of black men, I understand that, you know, that kind of submissiveness, they never experienced that before. I call it that kind of bubbly kind of attitude. Yeah, yeah. You know what I mean? Like they like that kind of shit, right? And you know what I mean, that's cool, but as far as fuckery, nah. I'll be the first one to tell you, man. That's tough dealing with a white broad, man. It's a lot to overcome. Y'all really got to love each other, man. Y'all really got to have a bond with one another for that thing to really work.
Wait a minute,
Starting
but
out,
who said
huh?
anything about love? These niggas don't want love, they want sex. They don't want anything about any love. See, that's what they put in there to confuse the topic because they're trying to take the moral high ground on the argument. This is not about love. Love ain't got nothing to do with any of this. This is about sex. So what they think is, or what they're saying is, and they don't want to come out and say it, is that they think that if they go to white women, they're going to be easier and more cooperative to sleep with. What they want is easy pussy. And see, here's the thing, they'll talk about how unattractive black women are. And make no mistake about it, they're only talking about one group of women. So they'll talk about how unattractive black women are. They'll leave Tanisha and then go get Trailer Park Trish. See,
Yeah.
they'll go get Trailer Park Trish. And here's how fucked up it is. They'll go and they're not going to do it long term, but they'll go and, you know, cake on or cash out a bottom of the barrel white girl, get her pregnant. Now they still gonna do her the same way they do the hood bitch though. That's what's killing me. They gonna do her the same way they gonna do the hood bitch. So in other words, they're gonna come to this white girl, this bottom of the shelf Becky, this trailer park Trish. They're gonna come to her and cash her out to lay up with her, make a baby with her, and they may or may not be there. But then they want the black girl, they want the hood chick to let them do to her what they paying to do with the white girl. They want to be able to do that with the black girl for free.
Well,
You understand what I'm saying? So it ain't even about love. They want to go over there and say, well, this girl, and she may be more submissive. But here's the thing. My thing is the grass is not greener. You're just shitting on the lawn. The grass is not greener. You're just shitting on the
well,
lawn. So
well.
you can't come and tell me, well, it's different. No, what you're doing, if the same girl that you would be with if you were uh in the black community is the same girl you get when you're in the white community. Because we ain't talking about sex, we talking about love. They're not talking about sex. They talking about fucking. That's what this is
Well, that's what
about.
I was about to say. You know, dog. Let's say you maxed out at a 6 in Black America from 1 to 10. Your ass ain't going to white America get no motherfucking 9. You niggas are lying, and I will pay for y'all to let me see that. Dog, water seeks its own level everywhere you go, man. That's where these niggas are lying at. Facts.
Of course,
If
that's
you
where they
dealing with
lying
baby
at.
mothers in Black America,
They're
you dealing
dealing
with
with
baby
baby mothers
mothers
in white
in white
America.
America. Your ass ain't just jumping up ranks like that. It might be some exceptions, yes, but on average, you niggas are lying. That dog, top of the shelf white men get top of the shelf white women. And fuck, a lot of them get top of the shelf black women. You know what I mean? But the point is, these niggas are fucking lying. Dog, there's no way you telling me you cannot get a black female of your choice, then all of a sudden you got a white woman of your choice. This is how this is translating, right? You're fucking lying. I've been down that road. You're fucking lying. You know what I'm saying? And what I'm gonna tell you what they're gonna do. If you held up a picture of a white woman that's a 6 and a black woman that's a 6, all they're gonna do is pick apart all the flaws of the black female.
But that's what I'm saying. See, when it's the white woman, that's the crazy part about it. When it's the white woman, they'll pay for the 6. But when
Yeah,
she
yeah.
black, they want the 6 on the food stamp. So they'll pay for the white 6 with $1, but then pay for the black 6 with a food stamp, or they want an IOU, or they want some credit. And it's
These
like, no, it's the same thing. And then some dude in here said, well, the black girl, excuse me, the black woman is less cooperative. The black woman is less cooperative. Well, here's a hint. If you stop cashing out on that white girl, if you stop cashing out on that white girl, she gonna be uncooperative because she
because I was
wants
about
you
to
as
say
the
says
same. She
who?
wants you for the same reason as the black girl do. You
Because I was
think
about
she
to
don't
say
want no money
says
because she's white?
yeah, yo, but I was about to say it depends on where mouth is coming out of. Look, man, okay, they say that black women choose for looks over any other race of woman. Depends on the guy. Because my experience with white women, my experience with Hispanic women, it all been the same. It all been a sexual thing. It, every man has a different reality, dog. You know what I mean? So a lot of people that's saying, "Oh, this white girl, she chose me because of my character, my intellect." All right, and she might have. You probably could have found a black woman that have chose you for your character and intellect too, if you really would have looked. You see what I'm saying? But dog, I've met numerous white broads, man. That I just went on a run of white bitches, man. Just Germans, Italians. I'm telling you, I've been there, and a lot of them have told me the same thing. Like they not sexually attracted to white men, but they understand who buttered them biscuits. This is a conversation I used to have regularly, man. So, I don't even really be talking to these regular dudes about this because they don't even know. They're not even in the know. They never even been in a situation where they had a white guy on his hands and knees begging you to fuck his white wife. I mean, these guys are like just really I kind of squares, man. I got to be honest. So
Well, but that's what they want. They a lot of dudes want to be the bull. You do know that. A lot of these niggas want to be the bull. That's the problem. But here's the thing: when you the bull, you get up and go home. You That's why I know it's not about marriage. If you want to be the bull, that's not a happily ever after. That's not love and marriage. You just want to be the bull. And then, as I said earlier, when you come in one of my earlier videos, when you come across a lot of these white women, they'll tell you, look, I'm happily married. I'm not leaving my husband. You
not leaving
just
the house, bro.
here for fun. So what this, if you're talking about marriage or you're talking about thinking you're going to wife or cuff this white girl, it's really kind of insulting because although you may get off and you may be titillated on being the buck, what she really saying is that yes, this effeminate, non-masculine, homoerotic, ineffectual white man is more of a long-term companion than you are.
Yeah.
That's really what she's saying. And that's kind of it. I mean, even though you want to get off on being the bull, and I get it because it's a fetish, because some niggas like that, they're into that skin contrast. That a lot of black dudes have white folks fetishes. They're into these white fetishes where they enjoy being, for no other reason. It's just a slave fetish type thing. They like that. They have that old slave fetish, that old slave hangover, and it's highly erotic to them. But then they're on here on the other hand talking about happily ever after. That white woman don't want you happily ever after. If a white woman marries a black man, he has to truly be exceptional. Now, don't get it fucked up. Trailer Park Trish will marry you. Trailer Park Trish will marry you in a heartbeat. But y'all are not going to enjoy any intergenerational wealth together. Any white woman that marries you that comes from wealth, she's cut the fuck off because that man didn't sit there and turn around and amass 20 or 30 years worth of wealth just to turn it over to some nigga from the inner city. I'm sorry, he just didn't. He's not going to do that.
Yeah, and that happened
So,
to me too. That
so
that very thing happened to me when me and mom was together. The dad, mom's gonna be cool with you. I never even met the dad. I mean, he ended up dying. Long story. I never even met the dad. He had a big issue with me, and obviously that caused the issue with them and that interpersonal relationship between father and daughter. They still talk, but obviously it was a 3,000 pound elephant in the room. So we had to get over that hump, and you know for no other reason that I was black. Never met me, don't know what I'm about. And this was a white girl from the middle class. They wasn't rich, but they had a couple dollars. They got house, they got land, they got things. So solidly middle class white broad. Um,
well, again, they're not gonna. Again, that's what I'm saying. He's not gonna give you access to his generational wealth that he worked for, and you don't bring anything to the table. He's not going to give you access to generational wealth, and you come from a family that is working class or a family that has been on the system. That's not going to fly with them. That's not going to work with them. So your role, not you per se, but I'm speaking in general, a lot of times your role is just relegated to just being a walking dildo. You're just a buck. And again, I'm sure that may be highly titillating. That may be highly tantalizing. But at the end of the day, that shit is really kind of insulting if you stop and think about it. If you talking about love and marriage, that shit, you really being insulted because what they're saying is the weakest white man is better than the strongest black man in terms of marriage. So, white dudes are not apt to give up their family or their generational wealth to let you in. That doesn't happen. And if a white dude, what I've seen most of the time when white dudes marry black women, is usually these white dudes that are the Eminem types, the B Rads, the niggas that's tatted out with the gold teeth in their mouth, those type of white dudes. Or they're the liberals, they're the effeminate milk toast liberals and rebels, and they're rebelling against their parents' conformity, their parents' society of conformity. So what they do is they take a black woman to give give the finger to their family tradition. But that never works out for you because, again, they're not going to share their generational wealth with you. They're not going to do that. So you said, well, okay, they're more submissive and they're more cooperative. Well, cooperative and submissive for what? For a one night stand? Cooperative and submissive for what? A low level marriage? Because again, water seeks its own level. Water seeks its own level. So you show me the most attractive, uh, big titty, full chested, round ass white woman that's gonna marry a nigga that look like Gary Coleman. It's not gonna happen, dog.
Not
It's
gonna
not
happen.
gonna happen.
Not gonna happen.
So the women that are shapely are cut for dudes like you, no homo. You're gonna attract those type of women. The dudes that are not so gifted when it comes to physical stature, they're gonna attract the bottom of the shelf Beckies.
White
They're
girls like
gonna
Pookie and
attract.
Ray Rays too.
Exactly. That's exactly what they white girls will cut for Pookie and Ray Ray before they cut for, because again, they're not thinking about marrying you by and large. If you take a white girl off the hands of her family, you truly have to be successful. You have to have a bag even with them. Because when she marries you, she no longer has access to that bag. So you damn sure better have one to give her.
Even
You
Trailer
can't.
Park Trish, or are you talking about the upper crust
What
white?
trailer park? I'm talking about the upper
They don't
crust
even have
girls.
access to
Because
those women. The only time they have access to them is what? At the job or college?
yeah, at job or college, that's the only time and if they have access to them, then because a lot of times when they're in college, they'll fuck around with these athletes. You'll see them, Becky, Autumn, Morgan, Brooke, and Taylor. They'll fuck around with the athletes, but they're not gonna marry them niggas. They're not gonna marry them niggas. If he don't come complete with a 7 or 8 figure contract, you can forget it. You can forget it. She is not going to abandon, her family tradition, her family custom, and her family wealth to take a chance on a nigga from the inner city. He got to be banging. If you're
Well,
not in
well,
that capacity, if you're not in that capacity, you're in the capacity of a bull.
well, that's why sometimes it kills me when guys, kind of sit there and kind of agitate, kind of pick on kind of pick on these black women because, like I say once again, if you can't get a decent looking black woman, as far as we're just talking about sex here. Let's just keep it
Hmm.
right on sex. If
Right.
you can't even normally fuck a decent looking black woman, nigga, you ain't fucking no dime ass white bitches like that. I mean that does not happen, man.
But
That
that's the
doesn't
killing part.
exist.
They will pay for the ugly white bitch. That's the laughable thing about it. They will pay for the ugly white bitch. They will pay for the six if she's white. But if she's black, they feel entitled. They want
Yeah,
unfettered access to the black woman and don't want to give her a dime. They just want to come up to her and say, well, I got a job and I got a clean rap sheet. But when they go up to the bottom of the shelf, Becky, when they go up to the bottom of the shelf, Becky, they cashing out. When they go up to the middle class, if they can get that far, a lot of them can't, they're cashing out. But they want the black woman to give them the sex for free when they will go and pay that six, or they'll pay a five, or they'll pay a four. They'll pay a four. They'll pay a four, dog.
Now, let me
They,
ask you guys this question though.
they will bang a bitch like Roseanne and happily cash out.
yeah, yeah.
Let me ask you fellas though, why is it, and I just lost my question. I was just gonna say, why is it that they're I lost my question. As soon as y'all start talking, it'll come back to me. My bad.
But but I'll even give you one better. And I've told this story. My own brother brought this Japanese broad home from Japan, and something happened with him in high school. I don't know what happened to my brother. He was a good dude. He was dating this black girl. She just tore him apart, broke his heart. I never got the specifics, but whatever. They was in love, young love or whatever. She just destroyed him. But he was always into black women before that. Anyway, he joined the Air Force. Bring this Jap broad home from Japan, and my brother finished. I love him to death. He finished. Soon as they got, I mean, no bullshit, dog. Soon as they got back on American soil, she left him and the baby. At least the black bitch gonna take the baby. She left that black baby with him. Beautiful little boy. Left him with him. Now she's running around chasing behind these white boys. See, you a lick everywhere you go, dog. If you a lick, you a lick. I'm sorry, and I had to break this down to my brother. I'm like, dog, you ain't been right in years. Your mind gone. He's still mad with me to this day. That I had to be honest with him. I'm like, dog, you a lick for a Japanese bitch, for a Mexican bitch, for a white bitch, for a black. It doesn't matter. You a lick. And she spotted that a mile away. As soon as she got back on the soil, not only did she drop him, she left him with the baby. This is how. So for every success story, there's two horror stories. You know what I mean? So my thing is, guys got to be a little bit more transparent and honest, man, about certain things, man. I speak on it all on my channel. I
They
don't just,
need hope. They need
you know
hope.
what I
Well,
mean? I speak
a
on it
lot
all.
a lot of dudes need to be honest about who they are and where they sit. A lot of niggas don't
Mm.
want to tell the truth about who they are and where they sit. See, you got a lot of niggas out here that got husband swag, but they want to be one night stand sexy. And that ain't their lane. You in the wrong line, dog. You're not one night stand sexy. You
You're
got
just
husband
husband
swag.
cute. You just husband cute.
You got husband swag. That's what it is. That's your lane. Now, if you want to get out of that lane, I say it all the time. If you want to get in the fast lane, you can't get in the fast lane with a goddamn Yugo or AMC or GMC Gremlin. You can't be in the fast lane with a damn Gremlin. You can't be in the fast lane driving a damn Yugo. You understand? So if you're gonna get in the fast lane, you need to cash out to get in the fast lane. But they don't want to cash out to get in the fast lane. They want to get in the fast lane and hold everybody up with the Yugo and say, well, if you want to pass me, then go around me. Well, nigga, you in the fast lane. Get your ass out the fast lane or get another whip.
Yo,
You
but you
know,
know what's crazy? Yo, man, and this is really bad, but even when I was cheating on my wife, I was cheating on her with black women. Um, and because I was still missing that cultural piece, I realized. That kind of at home feeling and shit.
right?
Um, don't get me wrong,
Comfort level. Comfort level.
like me and her was good money. Like we still friends to this day. Don't get it twisted. I never speak bad about it. But it was always that kind of I was missing. Every now and then, man, I just want to I don't mind arguing with a black woman. Every now and then I want to throw a lamp across the room. Hey, I hate you, bitch. She like, I hate you too, nigga. I'm at home with that. But my that's another story. My imprint is really with these dog ass hoes. But the point is this though. No,
Yeah, I
for real, that's
figured
my
that
imprint.
one out. I figured that one out.
You know what I mean? My
Uh,
imprint is really with these dog hoes. But the point is this though, man. Um, the grass just isn't always greener, man. I experienced it on my own, and like I said, the fuckery, it just displays itself different. With black women, it's kind of a more in your face kind of thing. For a white bitch, it's more, subtle. They're gonna hold on to it until the right time, and it's all gonna come out at once. Or, she might just hold on to it, never say anything. And then she'll get you back in a different fashion. You like, damn, I didn't see that coming. But see, with a lot of guys, this is what I know. This is why I stopped fucking around with white girls anyway, because I get more white girls approaching me than black women. I get all the white pussy I want, but I stopped fucking around with white girls because they got a little bit too comfortable with the Negro. Now I'll give you an example. I was on an airplane a couple months ago. I had a real early flight, man, and I just went to sleep and shit. You know what I mean? It was like 7 in the morning, and there was a white chick sitting in the window seat. I was in the middle and there was a white guy on the aisle seat. Dog, and I woke up from my nap. No bullshit. This broad was in the nook. She was like damn near in my lap sleep, right? And I was offended. You did. I'm like, who the fuck are you to just get in my lap and fall asleep? So I kind of hit a boop, boop, boop. You know what I mean? Like, yo, what's up with all this? Get up. And so we ended up talking after that. We had a long flight. We ended up, being cool over some time after I had to check her motherfucking ass and shit. Like, look, man, I wouldn't let nobody just climb up in my lap and be all up on me, sleep like I'm some kind of pillow. But see, over time, the Negro took that as flattery. I don't take that as flattery. And even when I go to the gym and shit like that, I do my thing in there. A lot of white girls, they get real touchy feely on you and shit. And on some level, that's how they are, but they don't expect the Negro to turn them down. And I'm like, bitch, I put my boot in your ass like I do any other female. But a lot of guys don't carry it like that. They take that as flattery. And I be trying to tell guys, if y'all are familiar with this cut game, you gotta understand how white folk view you, man. A lot of motherfuckers don't really understand that shit. And yes, man, a lot of them got that Mandingo fantasy, man. You know what I mean? It's real and it's a lot. Um, but a lot of these guys are just not in the know. It's white guys as we speak actively shopping for black men to fuck their wives. You know how rich men will buy their wife a car? They'll buy their wife a black dick to go fuck, and they'll be on the ground worshiping the dick and want the wife to come off after he done skeeted in his wife. Dog, it's an ill game out here, man. I don't put no white folk up on a pedestal like everybody else do. Look, get in where you fit in out here. I don't give a fuck what you do. But what I'm saying is, man, y'all have got to stop with this, they better or this or that. Dog, I'm qualified to speak on this. And I've said this from day one. The fuckery displays itself different. I don't know. It displays itself different, man.
Wh- When you've never had a Big Mac, you'll take a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. When you've never had a Big Mac, a grilled sandwich, a grilled cheese sandwich is good. You
Yeah.
got to keep in mind, as I said before, a lot of these dudes are so starved, and they'll say that they're not, but they are. They're starved for feminine validation. They're starved from the sexual validation they get from the conquest of attractive women. That's what it is. And so if they can't uh, uh, um, get it in the way that they want to get it, they'll get it from being, a bull. Or they'll get it from that type of sexual satisfaction. But then the problem is they're trying to sit here and talk about mating. That's why they conflate mating with short-term sexual gratification. So no, this is not mating because you're not marrying. Yeah, you're mating, but this is not a long-term relationship. You're not going to end up with her. So what you gonna do? You're gonna let that white man wipe your dick off, put your drawers on. He gonna usher you out the door, and you going home until the next time he wants you to bang his wife. Now, if that's the life for you, that's the life for you. But don't come in my face talking about cooperation. You don't come in my face talking about submission. What you're talking about is a come up, and I'm saying if you're talking about a come up, if you're talking about a come up, you obviously are not one night stand sexy. Then you probably just need to pay for it and shut up. That's what I'm saying. If that's what you want, you need to just pay for it and shut up and be done with it. But all of this stuff about saving yourself for what? You talking about? Well, black women are unworthy to be taken care of, but you'll go again. You'll go and take care of, the lowliest white girl, and they say, "Well, I get more submission from them," but you're not marrying them either. I
Yo,
can't
can we
count the.
can
What's
we
up?
just be honest, Tony? Let's put some honesty on the table. I think a lot of this with a lot of black men and black women started as children. We all know
Yes,
in your
yes.
adolescence, a lot of young black girls, they can be mean to the guys that they attracted to. They very mean. They very honest. Like when I was young, I had big ass teeth, and they didn't mind telling me. You know what I mean? They didn't mind telling me that shit. And over a long period of time, it can fuck with your psyche and shit. A lot of guys haven't got over those adolescent years with these black girls, man. And I hear it
Wait a
when they
minute.
talk.
Wait a minute. Wait. Hold on, dog. I'm gonna let you finish.
Mm,
Here's what's not gonna happen. Here's what's not gonna happen. I said it's not gonna happen, and I mean this. Nobody's gonna come in here with that red pill shit and insult the people in my chat room. You're gonna get the fuck up out of here with that. So it's one nigga that I've already staked through the heart and he's gone. He will not be back. He will not be back. That shit I'm not gonna tolerate. That we're not gonna do that here. I told y'all my space is not a space for that red pill shit. Don't bring that shit over here. Don't bring that shit over here. You getting up out of here. You getting up out of here with that. I just saw that. So I didn't see that. I didn't see it when it went down, but there was a comment that made me catch it. So I went back and caught it and they up out of here. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, so basically what I was saying is, I could be honest about that. When you young, say middle school, high school, your adolescent years, for I mean, and when I say black women, I mean the ones you want to fuck. You know what I mean? So the more prettier black women, the ones with the baby hairs that was popping and she had the door knocking earrings and shit and all that shit, dog. If you wasn't one of the guys she was attracted to, they can be very mean to you, and it can really shatter your pride. It can really fuck with that, man. It can destroy you on the inside. Um, Getting rejected time after time after time by her. Now, if they was just getting rejected by just, regular, Susie with the ponytail, that's not gonna bother no guy. You know,
But that's the
I
but
was
that's the
young.
whole thing though. They're not dating the regular Susie with. See, here's the thing. They increase the chance of being rejected. They increase the chances. They're lining up to be traumatized because they don't want the regular Susie with a ponytail.
Yeah, yeah.
You
I would
understand?
all look, I always tell guys, stay in your lane. You gotta stay in your lane, man. Because for some of these girls, they need a nigga straight out the penitentiary to get on their ass. A nigga out of Pelican Bay. Because
Pelican Bay.
straight out of Rikers Island. I'm serious, man, because they've been out there for a long time and they lived a certain kind of lifestyle and shit. But a lot of guys still want to drive in that lane. And usually when you're driving out your lane, man, that's when you crash. A lot of guys take that as a demeaning comment. And I get it, because you're basically telling guys you can't handle that woman. But I'm here to say you can handle that woman. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't jump off the porch until you went off to college and you was 18, 19, and this girl been off the porch since she was 12 and 13, you dig? And she done been hanging around hustlers, just real conniving kind of individuals. This bitch done mastered espionage and shit. No, you don't need to be dealing with her, man. Just leave her alone. You know what I mean? I understand she look a certain way. She got that little snap about her. It's kind of sexy. Keep your dick hard. I get that. But look, man, I'm gonna be honest. If y'all niggas ain't ready to go upside our head when she need it, if y'all niggas ain't ready to deal with bacon through this broad, leave her the fuck alone. A lot of guys take that shit as disrespect, and I'm serious, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these girls, man, they like to be battered in the mouth. Do you got the heart to do that? I'm listening. That's what I
Well,
thought.
we both know the answer to that. We both know that they want a woman that they don't have the skill set to conquer. You see,
Hmm.
they don't understand what comes with that girl. They don't understand all the shit that comes with that sex. They don't understand all the shit that comes with that mutual of Omaha Wild Kingdom bitch. Because that's who
Hmm.
they lusting after. They're lusting after the most ratchet, the most managed, the most downright thuggish, ruggish bitches in the neighborhood. And they think that because she's wearing leggings or because
She's
she's
feminine.
wearing
Right.
leotards or because her titties are out, they think that she is the epitome of a feminine woman. No, no, you got Buster Douglas in leotards. That's who you talking to. You see what I'm saying? That's who you fucking with, you know? And they think, okay, well, I shouldn't have to do that. She should naturally submit to. No, she's not gonna submit. She's not gonna naturally submit to anybody.
No, she not.
This bitch needs a lion tamer. This bitch needs a lion tamer. She's not gonna just break down just because you got a job. She's not just gonna break down because you got a high credit score. She's not gonna break down because you've been on, your job for umpteen years. She's not gonna
Maceo,
break down just because, you know, you got a car or you got an apartment, nigga. That's the basics. That's the basics. If you ain't gonna hatch no capers with that bitch, if you ain't gonna help her hit no licks and come up,
Yeah,
nigga, what good are you?
that
What
bitch
good
been
are you?
living. She been living a fast life for a long time. She been
Exactly. If you ain't
sitting
gonna, if
shotgun with hustlers for a long time.
exactly, she ain't finna help you. If you ain't finna help her hit no licks, if you ain't finna help her hit no licks, you ain't finna help her, roll a motherfucker for his paper. You ain't finna help her go through a nigga's pockets. You ain't willing to bust no gats for her. You ain't willing to. Nah, man, she's not doing that, man. She's
but
not
that
doing.
but that's why they're
She's not
going
gonna fuck
fifth
with you.
them. They're going save yourself black men because they couldn't get that woman. They're not over in the inner beauty movement trying to like make it with quality women or women trying to do better. They're not giving up on those women. They giving up on the women that you just the mutual of Omaha. What you say? Mutual
The
of Omaha.
Mutual of Omaha Wild Kingdom, bitch.
They're
That's who
going
they.
their own
That's
way because those women didn't give them sex. So they're gonna give up on the entire race of black women because of those women.
Well, you got to understand. They go back to what I said, Nicole. For some of these guys, it's so deep. Pardon me. It's so deep that realistic. These guys are going back to the adolescent years with a lot of the strife and a lot of the acrimony that they have for these women. A lot of them are going back to high school when they were turned down, like I say, by the light skinned girl with the baby hair that was popping and shit. Because even when I was in high school, I'm gonna keep it a buck. As long as you had a light skinned chick, it really ain't matter what she looked like. Your status kind of bumped up. So you know what I mean. That's why when these black women talk about colorism, I'd be like, nigga, they right. Stop lying, motherfucker. See, it's not a lot of niggas that's gonna be honest online. Colorism is real. And when I was in high school, and this was back in like 2000, 3, whatever. Dog, if you had a light skinned broad in your status automatically boosted up. So I can understand when some of these black women talk about colorism and shit because that was the thing to have when I was in high school. But that's another conversation for another day. The point is this: a lot of these guys, their hurt and pain go back to high school of when these chicks were the meanest because at that stage it's just more savage. A lot of the younger girls they had all the protection, and a lot of the boys didn't really have the protection. So if you wasn't a guy with a tremendous amount of swag, if you wasn't the guy that they wanted to fuck right then and there, if you wasn't the high school quarterback or the point guard, etc., 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 yes, they were mean to you. They wanted you gone. You are a fucking annoyance. You couldn't even sit next to them in class. They didn't want you there. So for a lot of these guys, it just really goes that deep. And to be honest, I have some empathy for those guys. I just think that they should channel their their energy somewhere else because I think it got to a point where some of these guys don't even believe in a good black female. They don't even believe there are exceptional black women out there. They just stamp them all with a label, and I'm like, hold on, motherfucker. I would never do that. You can't do that. You know what I'm saying? You haven't even met every single black female in this country. You know what I'm
dog.
saying?
They want that Mutual of Omaha Wild Kingdom love. That's what they want. But they can't handle that Mutual of Omaha Wild Kingdom love. It's like a motherfucker that wanna, lay up. They think that if they get a cub and train that lion, that lion is not gonna be a fucking lion. They
Mm-hmm.
actually think that they can lay down with that, go in the cage and lay down with that lion, and that lion, is not going to chew their head off. It's not going to bite their head off. Well, what motivated the lion? You look like a fucking hamburger. That's why you look like a lick. That's what motivated the goddamn lion. That's what it is. You look like a lick. That's what it is. So then they think that when they can't tame a wild animal, then they want to get mad at all the
Oh,
other
women.
uh,
Yep.
uh, animals in the zoo. They want to get mad at all the other, squirrels. Nigga, you went out there and got your head chewed off by a lion, and now you want to pop a squirrel. Oh, she ain't shit. Ain't shit. That's why we leaving. That nigga, you ain't going nowhere. You ain't going nowhere on no $35,000 salary. Sit down, little Dusty Rhodes. You
But
ain't
see,
going
check it
nowhere,
out.
and you know you ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, but check it out. See, even in the ranks of white girls, they know. And I hate to use this word, but fuck it. They know a lame nigga when they see one too. But if he got a little bit of paper to spend, they gonna act like he ain't lame. See, white bitches ain't they hip to the game too. And I would honestly say they more well versed than black women because white bitches they wrote the book on gold digging. A lot of black women they want to get it out here now. A white bitch is sit on that. See, if you a lame duck ass nigga, if you kind of just a real green square type nigga, white bitches know you that too because they've been studying us, man. They know what's up. And so don't think that this bitch don't know you a lame ass nigga and shit. You know what I mean? You just fit what she needed at the time
At
and
the time.
y'all, whatever. A lot of motherfuckers don't want to. This is a heavy subject, dog. If I get my ex-wife on the phone right now and say, "Hey, like, hey, what up? Why initially did you like me?" First thing she gonna tell me, "I like the way you look," and I'm gonna tell her, "Yeah, man, I like the way you look too." You know what I'm
But
saying?
but 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 that's my whole point, dog. That's what I mean. If it, I challenge you, and I said this before, and I'm saying anybody in this chat room, go to fetlife.com and go and look at all these BBC groups and all these white women on there and see what kind of nigga they looking for, and see what kind of nigga that they like, and see what kind of nigga they chatting up. It's not these niggas that are nickels and sixes. It's not these niggas that are nickels and sixes. You know, it's these niggas that look like Ving Rhames, from Baby Boy. You know, them the niggas that it's not you. Stop it. Stop it. They're not checking for you either. But you can get on. You can get on with Chubby Tracy. You can get
Book,
on with Chubby Tracy.
you can get
The
an Asian prostitute, right, Book?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Don't even go
yeah,
there. Jesus
yeah.
Christ.
Yeah,
Jesus
you
Christ.
if you got bottom of the line holes in the hood, you gonna get bottom of the line holes elsewhere unless you pay for it, dog. Unless you pay for it. That's what I'm saying. You a step right over a regular chick. You a hop right over a regular chick because she's not advertising to go pay an unattractive white girl that's not advertising. And you said, well, it's because it's submission. Well, you paid for the submission. You paid for the cooperation.
Look, man.
So if you willing to pay for the cooperation and you willing to pay for the submission, then yeah, you're gonna get it from a black girl too. But the problem is you have to know how to communicate with her. And that's the problem. A lot of these niggas do not know how to communicate with the women in their neighborhood. They want to they think that pussy is a meritocracy. There's nothing meritorious about pussy. It's not like slavery. You can't earn meritorious manumission by being a good guy out here in this market, especially in this culture. I'm talking about in the dating culture. In the dating culture, I'm gonna tell you, in the dating culture, a C Boogie, excuse me, in the hookup culture, I'm sorry. In the hookup culture, C Boogie gonna win every time. In the hookup culture, unless you're going to employ some tricks and tactics, he's going to win every time because there are going to be girls that have a natural organic attraction to the dude. That's just the way of the hookup culture. People are naturally subjective. They're naturally very, very on the level. They're very subjective about what turns them on. That's all it is. He turns them on. So in the hookup culture, in the I want to one night you culture, in the culture where that you got to be in by the night and out before light, yes, he's going to win that fight. He's going to win that fight. He's going to be the nigga in the club that ain't going to have to buy that drink or may not have to buy that drink. He going to be the dude that's not going to have to crack as many jokes as you have to crack. It's just the way It is, unless you have a chick that can respond to other things about your personality, or she may be cut for you. You may have some women out there that may like niggas with beards, or like whatever they may have, beards, or niggas with. You have women out there that like niggas with the unibrow. I don't know. You see, but the thing is that you have to recognize where you fit. Be honest with yourself. And that's what most niggas don't want to do. They don't want to be honest with themselves. They want to say, well, clothes make the man. No, nigga, that's a marketing slogan. That's a marketing slogan. Clothes does not make the man, dog. Clothes does not make the man. The man makes the man. The man makes the man. So, I mean, if you want to sit here and unless I miss my guess, you've had more than your share of experience with Mutual of Omaha Wild Kingdom bitches, right?
Facts.
You know how to deal with them, right?
Facts.
Okay. So those are the women that naturally holler at you, right?
For the most
Okay,
part,
for
yeah.
the most part. Well, you got some dudes, these dudes, the Mutual of Omaha Wild Kingdom bitches are looking at them, but they're not looking at them because they want to sleep with them. That's not what they're looking at them for. They're food, they're licks. And that's what it is. And if you do not know how to deal with that, if you do not know how to cope with that, then you got to get your ass up out the car. You got to get your ass up out the car. That's what it is.
But Maceo, me and my team were talking today, and we determined that they are used to what the women that you guys are talking about. These men on here, just on here, because in real life people have good sense. But on here, these men are used to the mutual homoha type women. And so when I come talking about femininity and stuff like that, they automatically associate me with fraud. Oh, because grime. I have to be tricking them. I have to be lying because women really don't act like me. I have to be a fraud. I have to be cussing and fighting. There is no such thing as a woman not cursing. There is a such
Well,
thing as a woman being upright. So
but
you have to be grimy. You
well,
have to
by the
be a
time,
fraud.
well, the problem is by the time they get to you, they tapped out already. Because that Mutual of Omaha Wild Kingdom bitch done ate their pockets. So now it's like when you have a client in law, and what he'll do is he'll go take his money to a shyster and then come to you broke to my the Lord sent me here. I sure hope you can help me. And that's how they is. They've already burned their money. They've already burned their resources on the ratchet. So when they come for you, though, well, do you think you could take me in for free? Do you think I can get some cooperation for free? Do you think a nigga fucked up and shit? You know how it is. A nigga fucked up. Look out for a nigga. Nigga fucked up. Let me come and just lay up, and I will gladly pay you 20 years from now for some coochie today. They on some wimpy shit from Popeye. I will
Coochie credit
gladly, yeah, they want coochie credit. You see, so then all of a
from
sudden
black
you
women,
supposed,
but
yeah,
Maylene, they gonna give Maylene her money. But
yeah.
black women, they
So
want coochie credit.
yeah, so all of a sudden they want to come up, they want to come over and lay up with you for free. So if your femininity is real, or if your submission is real, then you should give it to them for free. Even though they didn't ask for it from free, or they're not going to get it for free from the bitches in the massage parlor. They're not going to get it for, matter of fact, you're going to pay for it in the massage parlor. A happy ending is not free. A happy ending is not free. You're
But,
going to pay for it in the massage parlor. You're going to pay for it in the trailer park. You're going to pay for it if you go overseas. You're going to pay for it no matter where you go. But all of a sudden, in your own hood, you want it for free. With your own woman, you want it for. And not only do you want it for free, you want it for free with the worst type of female,
right,
with the worst type of female in the whole goddamn dating pool. You want it with the girl who is least likely to give it to you. You want it with the girl that is fucking with you because she is trying to hit a lick. That's why she fucking with you. You are not one night stand sexy. You do not exude aggression. You do not exude masculinity. So guess what? You got to go in your pocket for it. That's how she see you. She see you as a lick. Not saying that's what you is, but that's how she see you. And if that's how she see you, That's how she see you. Nothing you're gonna be able to say is gonna change her. Again, your job history is not gonna change her. Your clean background is not gonna change her. Your credit score is not gonna change her. The fact that you got your own apartment is not gonna change her. Nothing is gonna change her. You are a lick,
Both of
flat
you,
out.
both of you have been in the military, right? Thank you for your service, and everybody in the chat that have served. Thank you. So, do you believe, Maceo and Boog, that they're so excited about non-black women because they haven't been in the military? Because military men, y'all travel. Black men in the military were the first men to date outside their race. Like one of the first men. Like it was commonplace. You go overseas, you get a non-black. I mean, because that's all that was over there, right?
But that's not
So
anything
y'all over it. So yeah,
that's not
y'all
it.
over it.
That's not anything that's new. We see that shit all the time. A lot of these niggas only know about the military because they watched Full Metal Jacket, and they figure that Full Metal Jacket is, that's the circumference of everything they need to know about the military. And no, that's not what it is. These private pile ass niggas, have romanticized or think that they have an idea about what it is to date overseas, and they don't have the first clue about what it is to date overseas. And they've listened to these guys again. They've listened to these guys that have gone overseas, but every time you ask one, you say, okay, if she's so hot, bring her back. And the response is always crickets. The response is always crickets. When you say, okay, if she that hot, bring her back. Bring her back. Let's see if you get that same cooperation if you bring her back. Let's see if you get that same submission when you bring her back. And they never have an answer to that.
I mean, to me, it's a psychological component to this as well. Let me explain. So when I first got down to El Paso, Texas, my first duty station, El Paso, and I think that first weekend we all went out to the clubs and shit. Me coming from the inner city, now I'm down here in a strange land. But I'm different. I'm dressed different. I'm talking, walking different. And all of a sudden I get all these Hispanic chicks rubbing all up on me, grabbing on me. It take a little while to get adapted to that, and I think for some guys that can be intoxicating if they're not used to getting pussy. And I'm just being real. If you ain't used to getting pussy, then you're gonna fall in love with that feeling because you're foreign to them. Now the chicks in your neighborhood know you a bitch ass nigga. The women in your neighborhood know the times you ran home from school and niggas beat your ass out back and shit, and you ain't even stand up for yourself and none of that. But now these chicks don't know you, and quite frankly, you can be anybody you want to be to these chicks. So a lot of guys rebrand themselves. Now all of a sudden they players. Now all of a sudden they P's and PIs. I've seen this a lot of different times. Or they bring that shit to Germany. You know what I mean? Now you're dealing with a whole new can of worms shit. Now, they really, really don't even know you. They only know black men really from TV. So, it's a psychological component to that shit. But for the ones that ain't used to get no ass and shit, like they never really got no play, I understand why they get caught up in it. I get it. You know what I mean? But for me, it's about just being honest on why this woman wants you in her life, man. You know what I mean? A lot of guys don't even understand. Yo, I used to date this Filipino broad. She was in the Air Force. And I was walking around the house like, what's up with all these little pictures of these black babies you got around here? You know what I mean? And she's like, yeah, they my nephews and shit. So niggas is going to the Philippines, leaving babies over there. No, for real. Like I'm hearing now in Sasua, they done shut down the black clubs over there. They don't even want y'all money over there. It, even when Backpage was popping, most of the bitches said no black men allowed. Yo, man, y'all are hard on women, man. I gotta be honest, black man. Y'all are hard on women, and you can't just say black women now. Why are they shutting down the black clubs in Sasua? These men of that country, of the third world country, that island said, I don't even want your money. I want you gone. Y'all fuck shit up. Y'all leave babies in the Philippines. I done seen these black babies in Germany. Dog, at some point, niggas gonna have to look in that mirror and stop running from it, man. I'm about tired of you niggas. Y'all are hard.
So
Y'all ride these women like four wheelers, man.
so wait a minute. So what I'm
Right.
saying is this. Okay, they'll sit over here and talk about single mothers in the states, and then go overseas and make trick babies
Yes.
with
Yes.
Philippine. Are
Yes.
you? Is that
Facts.
what you saying to me, Mister Boogie?
Yo,
Is
I
that
could
what you
call
saying to
Terry
me?
Ann right now, and she'll tell you all her little black fucking nephews, man. I'm like, what are these black babies? Facts. She's like, yeah, they my nephews. I'm like, oh, okay, word.
So,
Come,
so you
on,
won't
man. You
trick with
can't
a
write this
single
shit.
you won't trick with a single mother in the states, but you'll go overseas and trick with a single mother in the Philippines with a bunch of damn trick babies with pictures on the wall.
I'll do you one better. They'll do a little Wayne where they have. I've had a couple of guys on my panel that have the mitigated gall to talk horrible about black single mothers. They have two, three, four babies by black women. And then they go get them a non-black woman, talk about how feminine she is and how so much better she is than black women. And they'll be in black women chat. They'll be in black chats all over YouTube all day long dragging black women, and you got all these babies, all these by women you haven't married, but all of a sudden this non-black woman is just so heavenly, she's so feminine, she's so this and that. Didn't I was listening to your show this morning, Boogie? Didn't you have a dude on there? I mean, it was early, you were like falling asleep on the air, and dude was like, yeah, I got three baby mama, three babies or something. And then he was like, yeah, but I'm with a white chick now. I was like, I'm
I
done.
probably was asleep at that. I fell asleep. I was knocked the fuck out on my live stream.
I was like, how
But
did
But
Boogie not catch that?
yeah, I
they
was
do
knocked the
that, but
fuck out.
they do that here though. They do that here though. They'll talk about how these these black single mothers, how these black single mothers ain't shit, but then get with Trailer Park Trish and make a bunch of damn mulatto mud puppies that they don't take care of, and then leave these kids with all these damn emotional and personality disorders and behavioral disorders, and then turn around and then talk about how much greener the grass is on the other side. I mean, do the same shit that they did in the hood, they go do it to Trailer Park Trish, and then they jump on here and want to scream about child support, how bad child support is. Child support is it, nigga? Wear rubber. Wear a rubber. Can I get you to? Well, more black men wear rubbers more than I can't tell. I can't tell. Will black men wear rubbers more than anyone else, or black men wear rubbers more? I can't tell. If y'all wear all these rubbers, where all these goddamn babies coming from? Where are all these babies coming from? If you wearing rubbers, why did C Boogie see all them pictures of all them black babies hanging up in there? I mean, how is that possible? If we wear more rubbers than any place else, why is there a goddamn 77% out of wedlock birth rate? If we
Well,
wearing all these
say,
rubbers,
they're gonna say only less than 50% of black men are actually fathering those children. So it's actually the same guys making babies over. And I've used that same argument as
in
well.
the
That is like,
Philippines too, in the
well, that I don't
Philippines
know.
too,
I don't know about international trick. I
Well,
don't know
look,
about
in
look, look.
Thailand too, in
that.
Vietnam too,
Yeah.
in Japan too.
Hmm.
So now niggas, Two Strike Timmy has a passport. So he's going global now. So he in the Philippines impregnating bitches. Is that what's happening?
Hell nah.
Nah, nah, that
Look,
ain't what's
man.
happening.
I know cats and like the military, they got a baby in every duty station they ever been in, and them niggas are did 20 years. Crazy kids, like 8 or 9 of them motherfuckers. But I've said this on panels, man. I'm like, look, man. I understand Pookie, Ray Ray, that whole thing is like low hanging fruit, but I'm like, dog, y'all got to let this go at some point and deal with some reality, man. It's not just those guys. I'm like, this kind of move up the ladder a little bit, as far as shit like that. Like, I understand niggas ain't got no advocacy to take up for themselves, and they kind of easy to shut up. But nah, man, it ain't just them. I actually heard a panel. I was on a panel full of single fathers talking about single mothers, and I was the only one that said this is asinine. I said you niggas are insane. I was the only one. I was the
It's
only one. I said,
ridiculous.
I said, where on earth does this work where a bunch of guys that made single mothers can talk about them? So they like, well, we was young and we made a mistake. I'm like, cool. I'm not here to
She
judge.
doesn't get that same latitude though.
But she doesn't. But if that female came over and said she made a mistake, y'all gonna chop her head off because she's the succubus and all of that. I'm like, look, man, y'all guys gotta stop, man. I understand, y'all done took the humanity away from a lot of these women. But the point is this, man, um, niggas gotta wake the hell up at some point, man. Figure out what y'all want. I can line 10 of these guys up and ask them what they want. They don't even know. You know what I'm saying? They don't even know what they want. You want submissive and cooperation. Tell me why you can't get it. Don't give me no fucking group phenomenon. Tell me why you can't get it personally. Why a female won't submit to you. I want to know. I'm tired of this group conversation because you know what? We don't all sleep in the bed as a group. God damn it. We don't all be in a relationship as a fucking group. No, why can't you get what you want out of this dating market? And that'll tell me where we at in this thing, man. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, a lot of motherfuckers, they just mad for the sake of being mad, or they just hiding behind all these flags. I call these niggas online gangbangers now. Um, this shit gotta stop, man. You know what I mean? I believe in holding women
Uh,
accountable, but I believe in the men, we policing ourselves as well. That's real masculinity, police ourselves. And if I'm wrong and how I'm living my life, I'll
right.
I'll clean out my closet. I clean my own shit up. But I expect my brother to come check me too. But Jesus Christ, man, you try to tell one of these boys they wrong, man, it's the worst thing in the world, man. So they act just like the women and shit. I'm like, dog.
I was just about to say that they act just like the women that they're complaining about.
Mm.
Ain't shit their fault. Nothing's their fault. When you ask them, well, why can't you get cooperation? Well, it's her, it's her, it's her, it's her. Well, why can't you? It's always her. Everything is always her. It's never you.
And that's
It's
odd.
never you. It's always her. I'm like, y'all niggas are the new women now.
So
Y'all
let
are
me
the new women now.
So, ARC had a really, really good hot video about Save Yourself Black Men, and this whole narrative that Black women are up in arms about Save Yourself Black Man, and we're like totally not. We're like laughing.
They
It's
don't give a fuck.
we do not care.
I
I
mean,
mean,
honestly, they
the
don't.
Atlanta clubs are popping right now. They get ready to start popping.
Bitches is
Nobody's
twerking,
Save
popping
Yourself Black
bottles.
Man tonight in
They
Atlanta.
don't give a fuck. I tell you that they don't care. I mean, if I did a woman on the street with 20 women just walk around my cell phone, like, yeah, like how do y'all feel about guys going overseas? Like them bitches, like nigga, I'm gonna shoot you if you don't get the fuck out my face. Something like that. Yo, and look, you know, what's fascinating to me is I, I used to look at these niggas chat rooms. I don't be seeing no foreign women in these niggas chat rooms and none of that shit substantiating
Of
they points.
course not. You
I
don't
don't
even
be
see
seeing it, you know
pregnant
what I mean?
women in there, do you?
Yeah, it's nothing but black women in your chat room. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, I don't see
A
no
lot of them
Asian
chat
women in that
rooms ain't
thing.
even no black women in there.
You know
None
what
that
I
you can
mean?
speak of. A
Ooh,
lot of them is only like one or two black women in there. It's
in their
one or
pants.
two
Right,
groupies that roll around all the time that's in
right,
their chat room. Just the same ones all the damn time. You don't even they don't even get any new black chat
right.
any new black women in their chat. It's the same ones all the time. And it's like, okay, well, y'all don't get sick of listening to this, but I
Who
guess they
who can
need to vent.
verify that y'all so in demand? Who can verify that you're so in demand? Because ARC made a good point. He said if they didn't want, now we're talking about Mutual of Omaha, Wild Kingdom. Okay,
Yeah.
if they didn't want you before, see Boogie, you made this point this morning. If they didn't want you before, and you say you're saving yourself or you're going your own way, why would they care now? Like, I'm. confused. Why are we and it's not like you guys are offering marriage. It's not like these guys are offering marriage and black women are turning them down. It's those women that they want to screw or dissing them. And now they're saving it. So why would I care about that? Because then they use the argument, oh, well, they're going to get old and they're going to need Medicare. Okay, but you're not talking about me, because see, the good girls are going to get married. They're going to get theirs. You're talking about the hood chicks, the Mutual of Omaha chicks. So if they don't care, why should we care? So basically, nobody cares about cisbem. Save yourself,
Well,
black
I
man.
mean, if you took a camera, you take a camera and go to here we got the K9. You take a camera and go into the K9 and do some HBO shit. Like, hey, what do you think about cis? What do you think about cis bam? It's gonna, huh? Nigga, you rolling up on me and you don't have no gas? Weed, gas. You rolling up on me talking about cis bam and you ain't got no gas?
You ain't got no loud.
You ain't got no loud? You in my face to my cis bam and you ain't even got no red, you ain't got no perk. The best
uh
thing you can do is get up out my face because I'm thinking about shooting you.
YGB, nobody's triggered about you, faceless YouTube trolls. Okay, boo. Nobody cares about you. You are a
Yeah,
loser.
nobody.
Your mama didn't want you, and neither do these women. Do I have to get cutthroat with you? Like, nobody wants you. You don't matter. As a matter of fact, there's a river here in Atlanta. It's called the Chattahoochee. I suggest you come down here and jump in it and go all the way to the bottom. How about that?
Yeah, look, a lot of these guys go around from channel to channel, like I say, because they gang banging, right? They go from channel to channel
They
trying to
hard,
get
bro.
trying to get an arousal out of people, by gang banging in their comment sections and everything. And I'm like, look, man, um, do what you do, man. But look, I mean, me personally, I've been down that road with all of that type of shit. I came up with my conclusion a long time ago. In every culture, every race of women, you got exceptional women and you got dog holes. That go for every race of woman, every culture of woman. But a lot of guys, what they want is white male sexual privilege. This is what they want. And they forgetting this white man has conquered the earth about 2, 3 times. You know what I mean? But this is what they want. And they can do that. The white man can do certain things because he has conquered this motherfucker. We got to keep it a buck at some point. But your black ass, you know, I didn't even want to go. No,
Go
because
on there. Go
look,
on there. Go there.
because really, I'm talking about myself too. You know what I mean? Look, man, it's a lot of things, I got going on in my life. Look, I'm always going to strive for at least a little bit more power than I had yesterday. You know what I mean? And I think if every black man had that mindset, we'll be all right. Niggas I ain't one of them niggas, no revolutionary niggas like let's go take over the government and shit. No.
They
I'm
ain't
like, dog,
revolutionary niggas. They ain't
you say what?
revolutionary niggas either. They ain't revolutionary niggas either.
You know what I mean? I'm just like,
Niggas gonna get you shot up. The only thing they gonna do is snitch on you. That's it.
yeah.
That's the only
I'm
thing
just
they gonna
like,
do is snitch on you.
just try to play my part in this whole thing, man. If they need me to dig a trench, I'll dig a trench. If they need me to do whatever, if guys are doing something positive. But look, man, I tell these niggas, stop trying to compare these black women to white women. Because you know what? If these black women start comparing us to white men, it's not even going to be close. So y'all
Boom.
don't even want them to do that. So let's stop all
Boom.
of that dumb shit,
That was
man.
Hiroshima right there. Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? If these black women was to constantly what if every time for everybody in the chat room, what if every time you got home, your girl compared you to Derek Jackson, nigga, or LL Cool J? You'll be mad as a motherfucker, wouldn't you? It should have started to fuck with your psyche, like, damn, well, I'm a good guy, and I pay bills, but she like, yeah, but you still ain't Derek Jackson and shit, and you ain't LL, and you ain't licking your lips and shit. That should have fucked with your psyche. You know what I mean? And you like, damn, but on the inside, like, you know what I mean? You're trying. I mean, come on, man. You got to stop comparing these black women to white. I mean, they just raised in a complete different system and shit. And like I say, y'all to strip them of any kind of humanity. They can't make a mistake. They can't even tie their shoe wrong. Yo, for some of y'all, I'm gonna be honest, y'all don't even need to deal with black women for some of you niggas because the moment you do something wrong, I'm scared y'all gonna go upside her head because y'all looking for it. She leave the bottle cap not tight enough on the Coca-Cola, put the shit in the refrigerator, it get flat, nigga go smooth upside the bitch head.
What what
This is how some of
what the
you niggas
motherfucker do on
act.
the Boondocks? Bitch, this chicken is cold. Pow.
You know what I'm saying? No, for real. I'm starting to think that. I'm like, some of y'all already expecting her to fuck up. So y'all don't even have room, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually in your life for North American black female because y'all don't let that hatred seep in. And I just think it might just be best for some guys to go their own way because the acrimony is going to be too thick. Even if she's loving on you, even if she's treating you like the man that you say you want to be treated like, the first time she fuck up, you're gonna be on her ass like white on rice. So I just think for some guys, if the hatred is that deep, man, just go your own way. But don't
But
get with the women and then, take them down through this mental fucking psychological safari and fuck their mind up and shit. You know what I mean? And then now they fucked up forever
They
because
can't
of
help
your
it.
insecurities.
They
but when
can't
I look,
help but do that because their mama didn't want them, and neither do these women. So when they get with these women, they have to drag them because they have to project that somewhere because they need mental health. They need therapy too, just like they tell black women they need therapy as well.
but here's the thing: I'm not sure that the white women are getting a better deal because when I see what they doing to the white women that they have in their circle, it's no different. If anything, a black woman is lucky that you curved her. You did her a favor by swerving her. Because
Oops.
when I see what
Oops.
they do to these white women, how they dump them and leave them with children. I ain't talking about marrying them and getting divorced. I ain't talking about that. You know, they do that same, shit with white women that they do with black women.
But how are you married interracially to a non-black woman, but you online talking about black women all day? How
That's
slick.
fascinating. That's fascinating.
That
I
blows my mind.
I'm gonna be honest, and let me speak on this real quick. Let me speak on this because I'm glad you brought that up. And I put this on everything I love, man. I have never dated a female outside of my race and talk shit about a black female. I just think certain things are just kind of whack. And then even on top of that, you're not going to catch a white girl talking to a Negro about a white man. At best, she might say like, "Yeah, I'm more sexually attracted to y'all," but she not just going to be going in on white men like that. No Asian female, no Hispanic woman. They might say some foul things about their ex, but they not just about to sit up there and call them all kind of names and shit. Dog, I think that's the tackiest shit ever in life when guys do that. And that tells me it's more of a deeper issue up here than anything. If you can sit up there with a straight face and in good faith, because look, if you're happy, you're happy, right? If you're happy, you're happy. You ain't even got to look back. Why is this female even bothering you? Why does this black woman, why is she even on your mind that you got to sit up here with an Asian female and talk about a black woman like they dogs? And the shit that they be saying, they be
Me
like,
and my
oh,
Asian wife did this. We bought a house here, and I go to my
well, they
Asian.
talk about your
Like,
hair, they
what?
talk about your facial features. I'm like, nigga, have your nappy head ass looked in the mirror lately? You got the same fucking hair she got. Some of these guys are sick. I'm sorry.
But then, and then it's like again, I go back to the white girls. They do the same thing. It was this girl that ask Mac about him next time you see him. This girl, he calls her White She Devil, right? White She Devil had a white mother that used to mess around with niggas. She used to mess around with niggas, and so the kids in school used to tease her about her mom messing around with niggas. And so, that's all, all the white dudes swerved her because her mom messed around with niggas. So then what she did is, she threw her finger up at, white folks and traditional, society. She was talking about how she hated Christianity. She had all this violent imagery, nuns getting crosses shoved down their throats and, shit from, what was that movie? Not Damien, not the Omen, but I forget the name of it. The ones with the picture of the cross hanging upside down and shit. That picture. And so
Exorcist.
she had all this anger and rage because she was rejected by white society. So she hooked up. I mean, she became. You couldn't tell this bitch. She wasn't as black as Malcolm X. You couldn't tell her she wasn't blacker than Malcolm X. She went around here reading these 5% of books. She went around here reading these pro-black books and all these books from the conscious community. You go in her house and on her bookshelf is Message to the Black Man from Elijah Muhammad, the theology of time. And it's like, what are you doing with all this shit by the Nation of Islam? I want the white man to know about his crimes against the black man. I don't respect the white man for what he did to the black man. And she was married to this bum nigga who didn't make any money. He was broke. And so she was stripping. She was stripping at the Love Boutique. It's a strip club that's closed here now. And she was stripping over there and selling ass on the side and all that shit. She had a coke habit. And then one day she happened up on a white boy that looked like Hillbilly Jim from the WWF. She happened up on this white boy that looked like Duck Dynasty. And he had been wanting to holler at her for the longest. And when he expressed the desire to take her back and take her away from that nigga, oh, she ran away from that nigga. I mean, you know that sound that they make on the Flintstones when they're running? That sound they make when they're getting ready to take off?
Mm-hmm.
She got away from that nigga. She broke camp, took her little mixed kids, and they moved in with this nigga up there in the hills of Kentucky. And not everything is lollipops and gumdrops. And she forgot that nigga even existed. She don't even want anybody to remind her that she was ever associated with this nigga, even though she got his kids. Even though she got his kids, she don't even want anyone to know that she was ever associated with him. So when they get the chance to go back, they're going back. When
Now,
they get the chance
oh, I'm
when
sorry.
they get the chance to dip and leave, they out. They're out.
Mm, mm, mm. Mm-mm. And I also see a lot of interracial couples too, where they're not having a whole bunch of kids with these black women. Like the black woman with the twins, that's like an exception. I see a lot of interracial couples, they're not having a whole bunch of babies with these black women. And no hate on interracial relationships. I'm just saying the difference between the two. I don't know. It's go where you love. Like if you find love with whoever, that's your thing. I just don't see a lot of people that are happy online talking about their exes to the point where it's almost like an obsession, like every day. Like my cousin is married, he's in the Marines, and he's married to a white woman, and I never hear from him. He follows me, he hears all the stuff I say about black families and stuff, and he don't have anything to say. He doesn't open his mouth. You know why? Because he happy with that white woman. I don't hear from my cousin. I might hear Merry Christmas, hey cuz, like, you doing good? What's up? How you doing? But other than that, I don't hear from him, period. Why? Because he's happy. So I'm wondering, are these people happy because they online talking about black women all the time?
Well, going back to what you said, the niggas are stingy. I mean, excuse me, the white boys are stingy with they seed. But a nigga is Johnny Appleseed. He plant nut in every white girl he can get his hands on. He dumping loads off in every white girl he can get his hands on. Every white girl, every black girl he can get his hands on. So a lot of white women see that, and if they can level up, they will level up. They will level up. If they can, they will. So again, I think that a lot of times a lot of these niggas have done a lot of these girls favors. A lot of these black girls, they really done a lot of these black girls favors because it's like, yo, dude, because again, I deal with their children. I'm telling you, I deal with their children. And when I deal with their children are fucked up. I mean, I love them to death, but these children are fucked up. They suffer from all type of personality
And their
disorders.
moms are ratchet too. Those white girls,
Ex-
Taylor Park, they're
exactly.
ratchet too.
That's that's who I'm talking about. That's who I'm talking about. Trailer Park Trish. This is Tales from the Trailer Park, is what I'm telling you. This is the same shit that they would do to a black woman. They don't make any exception because she white. They just cash out for the privilege of doing it.
They're simping,
See,
Maceo. You and Boogie are simping. I already hear them now.
look,
Boogie and Maceo over there simping. They got Nicole Michelle's audience, and they just over there. I already know. I already know what them losers are gonna say.
I have never cared about. I'm not here to be popular. I'm not here to be like. That's why a lot of times I don't get into a lot of these conversations. I stay out the way because I can't sign on to hypocrisy. I can't sign on to nigga shit because that's what it is. It's nigga shit. And they think that if they disguise it inside of a so-called intellectual argument and misuse social science, they think that it becomes an intellectual debate. No, it's just nigga shit. It's just nigga shit. I'm not here to get into the politics of your penis. I'm not interested in that.
Well, I
I'm
think
trying to
because
get.
you've been all over the world, Maceo. You've been all over the world twice, in the Navy, right? So it's not
Yeah.
exciting to you. All the talking points, you've been there, done that. Or ARC has been there, done that. Boogie's been there, done that. Nagone, all y'all in the military, y'all been there, done that. So to these guys, these little, broke dusties, going to Columbia is a huge thing. And I was talking to my homeboy not too long ago that was supposed to come on my show talking about international dating. He was like, Nicole, I want you to go online and look at Delta Airlines because you like Delta. I was like, okay. He was like, how much are those tickets to Colombia? I was like 200 something. He was like, they cheap. Anybody can go to Colombia. It's no big deal. We've been going to Colombia for years. We've been going to Brazil. This is nothing new. This stuff that they're talking about, they act like this is, oh my God, we're going to go international. It's over for black women. As long as you guys want to screw us, it's never over for us.
But that's the thing. They be talking that shit. I'm going to Colombia, and they have to say that shit in a whisper because if they say that too loud, they're gonna lose their half of the rent money. Because the bitch they staying with is gonna take their half of the rent money. They
It's next
they
time.
can't say that. Exactly. He ain't going. A lot of these niggas ain't going nowhere till after April 15th, and they know it.
They was
They're
at
not.
Big Mama's house for Thanksgiving
Yeah,
anyway.
they ain't
Black
Christmas.
woman. Right.
They ain't Christmas. And after Thanksgiving, they'll be right back on her couch.
Right.
So a lot of this again, save yourself from what? I mean, what are you saving yourself from? Okay, save yourself. I mean, nobody knew you were gone. Nobody cared. Nobody knew you were gone. Nobody cared, and nobody cared because realistically, dog, you invisible.
Let's just be
You
honest.
invisible.
They have a problem with secure the bag because they're broke and dusty. A competent man is like, yes, finally, I get pushed to the forefront because I got the bag. I have something to offer a woman that is looking to start a family. A broke dusty, that is the worst thing in creation to hear a woman say, well, I got to qualify you before you get in my bed. And you definitely can't have babies by me because I need security before I have a baby. She's not going to let you ruin her life. So many women's lives have been ruined because a man didn't want her. He just wanted to be the first to get her knocked up. And then he leave her with a baby. Then now she coming to my movement talking about, Nicole, help me secure the bag. So I'm trying to get ahead of the curve. So really, any man attacking me about secure the bag, and shout out to Mac City and Maceo and Boogie were the only three going defending me against these miscreants online about secure the bag. Do you know how incompetent you look to attack a femininity influencer about secure the bag? Really? Really?
Well, I had to step off for a minute. Like I live in the hood like a motherfucker. It was a high speed chase outside. I had to make sure. No, facts.
You're so
Um,
silly.
Yeah,
I live
it
in the
be
hood
like
like
that. Shit, it be like that. Yep.
what I mean, these Mexicans, these Mexicans is ill. Yo, I came outside one day, right? There's a motherfucker Mexican in my front lawn, stretched out. I thought the nigga was dead. I'm tapping on the nigga. Come think about it, he just drunk and shit. I'm like, man, get your ass up my fucking lawn, nigga. I thought the nigga was dead. I'm like, fuck, somebody killed him. But anyway, but yeah, so look, man, to me, the acrimony is deep. And it seems to me at this point, the men are more worried about the women. It seems to me a lot of these women are out here just doing what they do. The moment they get off of these panels dealing with these crazy niggas, they calling the first dick they want to hop on, the guy they really want to fuck, what I mean, after years. So
Oh,
I try to tell niggas all the time, look, a female do not give a fuck about the opinion of a guy that one has no power over her, two that she's not attracted to. You just at best you just are a fucking annoyance to her. And even the women that actually sit around and take that kind of, psychological abuse, I think it's something wrong with them. No female that I deal with is even gonna sit around and listen to that nonsense by niggas screaming on them. Because I'm like, none of you niggas is talking to women like that in real life any fucking way. So let's get down to the meat and potatoes of this shit. Look, if you just prefer a different race of women for whatever reason, cool. But what I don't like is on a personal level, dog, I don't like the constant antagonizing kind of thing. I just think it's corny. Hold on, I got one more rock. Shit. All right, yeah, there we go. The constant antagonizing as far as little things they say about the weave and black women and their hair and this and that, and I'd be like, nigga, when the last time you looked in the mirror? You got a big nose, big lips, and a fucking nappy ass head too. You know what I mean? So to me, man, it's just this constant, kind of back and forth thing, and I should just get kind of whacked. Like, look, if you don't want to deal with them, you feel some kind of way, just leave them alone. I think that's the best bet. If you're going your own way, fine, man. I'm not gonna speak out against it, man, but it's almost like you want these women to feel bad. You want them to come back screaming. That's not gonna happen. Women, the average female that I deal with, she got her own house, her own car. She's well into her career. She is not worried about the opinion of a guy that cannot do anything to her. She ain't tripping on that. Matter of fact, she'd probably laugh at all of this shit. Like, nigga,
is
Lock the
this
door
real?
behind you.
Right. Is this
yeah,
real?
you know what I
Lock the
mean?
door behind you on the way out, nigga.
Lock the door behind you. And
Oh,
especially younger chicks, a female, 23 and under, look, she ain't trying to sit around and listen to the ancient secrets of Kemet. This bitch trying to go to the Lakers game. She trying to go to the fight. Real talk. She trying to go to
right.
the
I'm
Bahamas.
not listening to these
You know
lames.
what I mean? That's just how it is, man. And I think a lot of guys got a problem with that. Um, I I try to look at things from all angles. And so even with black women, a lot of black women, their sexuality can be intimidating. And I know guys don't want to admit this. They'll never admit it. I don't expect them to. But that sexuality can be intimidating. I mean, they see them hips, they see that ass, they see them titties, and they see her walking like she knows she got that. Most of these niggas will never approach. They got nothing to say to her. And really, she could be as nice as she can be, but you never even walked up and said anything to her because she was that intimidating. So what do? You beat her down. I've seen so many insecure men destroy women. Facts. Just destroy them with their insecurities. And this is why I tell guys again, dog, you might want to stay in your lane. You don't have the skill set to deal with this female that's an 8 or 8.5 or 9, whatever on that scale, because it comes with a lot. It comes with a lot. Niggas want to talk about money. Dog, go to Vegas. You're going to see niggas pulling up in their Lambos and their Bentleys and their Rolls Royce. And they got their mistress with them. Dog, that's some real motherfucking paper where they on the top floor and we on, somewhere on the middle floor fucking around and shit. You know what I mean? So even the money thing go deep. It's just like, dog, you got to get in where you fit in out here, man. Everybody has a lane. I think a lot of people, they deny in that lane. They don't want to deal with their lane. And I'm like, man, look, how about this? Instead of spending your time trying to change the women in your lane, how about you get your shit together and change your lane? You know what I'm saying? You're not going to change the women in your lane. That's insurmountable. That's too much. But you can change your lane, i.e., make more money, get your shit together, man. You know what I'm saying? Get some property about you, get
Well
some
then,
papers
but
about
when you do that, they're gonna have. Well, you mean the only way I can get some femininity is I gotta make some more money?
you. Yes, nigga.
Yes, nigga, because the mortgage costs. You mean the only way I can get some cooperation is I gotta make some money? Yes, nigga, because utility costs.
Mm.
You mean I gotta get some femininity? The only way I can get some more femininity is if I get some more money. Yes, nigga, because I don't want to take Uber for the rest of my life.
Yeah, yeah. It is. It's
Yes, nigga, I want off public
No, 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 no,
transportation.
no. Black women are not supposed to ask for that. Now, other women, they automatically get that. When Mei Ling and Ling Ling and Marisol, when she says it, they get it. When a black woman says it, oh, how dare you, you poor black chick, how dare you ask for marriage? How dare you have the audacity to come online and try to learn about femininity? How dare you try to level up, secure the bag? You're just a gold digger. But white women are the main ones who taught us secure the bag.
well. It seems to me if guys are going to go overseas, most of these niggas don't speak a second language, don't speak a third language. So they dealing in the tourist
They
area,
don't know
dealing
any.
with prostitutes, dealing with prostitutes. You know, dog. I tell these niggas all the time, man. I do what you do, but bring that same female to the United States. Let her get a bath, a real bath. Let her get her hair done,
Sleep
her
with
nails and her feet done.
right.
Let her get a job at the local Walmart or Walgreens, or
Let
I'll
her get
give
a
you one
job
better
at the PX. Let her get
at the
a job at the
PX,
base exchange.
and or I'll give you one better than that. Let her work in the strip club, be a bartender or something for about 8 months. I mean, she probably pretty enough to do that. Just give her the opportunity to make her own paper, and let's just see if you're still desirable after that. That's the only way we can put this to the test, man. Because these women over there, they know the game. They understand it. They gonna get over there. They gonna wash your feet. They gonna do this. They gonna walk around
They
ass
gonna do
naked.
what they gotta do to secure the bag.
Secure the bag, man.
Right.
It's all the same, man. So if it's about treatment, if it's about cooperation, then to me that's an individual mission that every man should be on his own. You know what I mean? Why aren't you? I'm so tired of this collective bullshit. No, motherfucker. I want you to specialize it for you. Why aren't you getting submission?
They never
Why
turn
aren't
the
you
camera
getting
on.
cooperation?
They never
Well,
turn the camera on so we can see their wives since they so fly.
well
And they're
then
so much better than black women, but we
that's
never
then
see them.
that's then they go see, and then it's like, okay, you can't see this as you can't see this as a con. When you get over there, it's no habla español. No habla inglés, no habla inglés. She get over here and get a damn job and get a B1 visa. Divorce, divorce.
There was
She
a
know that word.
documentary a long time ago on CBS, I think it was, and they were talking about mail order brides. It was this white guy, and he was like late 30s, overweight, beer belly, wore glasses, receding hairline, and he was IT tech. He goes over to Russia, gets this chick, and brings her back. Now she's young and hot. Now he's in his late 30s, pushing 40s. She's young and hot, maybe 23, 24. Blonde, boobs, all that. He get her over here. He brought her back to this messy apartment. He had a raggedy beat up car, and you already know what he looked like. But he made good money, but he was a slob. He expected that Russian beauty to accept that. Why? Because she was poor. He thought, I'm supposed to have this young, beautiful, hot Russian babe to wait on me hand and foot because I keep the lights on. But he lived like a tramp. He lived like a particular homeless person. Make a long story short, she ended up killing him. No, he ended up killing her because he caught her with the neighbor who is one of those quote unquote good looking guys. Okay.
Jawline. Yes.
Yeah, caught her with one of those white boys from in the neighborhood, banging her out while he was at work. So he ends up killing her, and he like, I didn't kill her, I didn't kill. But we all know if you look at it, he snapped. He snapped because he realized she didn't want him. She was over here. She was running a hustle.
Driving outside of his lane.
Lane,
And I
right?
see it all the time. Yo, I was at the VA hospital a few months back, and it was this young, petite Asian girl. And she, had the guy in the wheelchair and shit. I'm like, oh man, he probably married that girl. And she just looked so unhappy. And, I'm sitting there doodling on my phone, doodle, doodle, doodle. And every time I would look up, she would be staring me dead in the face. And I'm not like a body language reader and shit like that. I'm pretty decent at it though. But even her facial expression was just like, "Save me! I gotta go home and wipe his fat ass." No, seriously, like this was like an old white man. He was like probably like 55, was wheelchair bound and shit.
Save me.
And I mean, real talk. And
Save me.
I was just looking like, shit, ain't nothing I
Hell
can do for
no.
you, baby girl. You can get on the Boogie program, but you got to work. So, the point is this though, man. That's really what I always go back to, man. Really, really knowing your lane. And some guys just, they always going to have that entitlement complex. Some guys, they try to act like these kind of little bit of lanes don't exist, and they do. Every man has a threshold that he can get over with women. um, it's just always that threshold of women that's just always going to turn you down. It could be monetary reasons, it could be looks, it could be just your whole demeanor, whatever. And look, it is what it is. Life goes on. We all got a lane, make the best out of it. Or you can put in the work, you can grind, you can leave this red pill shit behind and that ideology. You can put in the work and get out here and get what your heart really desire. Um, I did a video and I was speaking about Coach Red Pill. And I was like, man, this motherfucker in Ukraine with a hot young wife and two young kids, talking all this red pill garbage. But the first opportunity he got to go to another country and get a hot young wife, that's what he did. All of this shit about women and this, that, he ain't give a fuck. His
He had
heart
the money to
desired.
stay over there though, and he didn't bring her back over here though.
Oh, no, he not that dumb. Should be fucking a jawline nigga like that. So the point is he's going to stay over there because he's far from dumb. But once again, he did what his heart desired. He wanted a wife. He wanted a family. He didn't want to die alone. And I get all of that. But a lot of guys are not honest about really what they want. I've seen a lot of guys fall by the wayside on this little YouTube journey because they got married, they got into relationships, and that's fine. I'm all for that shit. I'll never speak out against it. Even if it's not my lifestyle currently, I will never ever speak out against
Thank
long-term
you.
relationships.
Thank you.
That's just not my thing. I know as black, especially as black folk, that's what got us through the most bitterest times of this country. And and I'm currently cleaning up some shit in my life to kind of, you know, um, get back to some normalcy and shit, so to speak. So, look, man, I ain't trying to be in these streets forever, man. I tell niggas all the time, I ain't trying to be fuck doing this forever, man. This
Thank
shit
you.
get old, man. This shit get
Thank
tired.
you.
I'm not 25 no more. When I was 25, I could swing and I could hang and bang. I'm 32. I feel it. Some nights, like you see me on the panel the other day, I went to sleep. I just want rest, man. Dog, I've been doing this shit for a long time, and this shit get old as fuck. These bitches always got issues. You always got to be on call. You might get a call at 2 in the morning. Hey, daddy, I'm drunk. Can you come get me up?
Hmm.
It's always something, and you get tired of
Always.
that shit.
Always
So,
something. Always. I'm
a lot of
48.
motherfuckers,
If I get a chance to get out, I'm gone. I'm
dog,
48, dog. When I get a chance to get out, if I get a chance to get out, dog, I'm out.
dog.
Not you,
I'm
Maceo. Not 75. Not
I'm
you.
out.
I'm in
I'm
the
out.
I'm in the process right now of really cleaning some shit up in my life and legitimizing some shit, and I'm gonna be kind of done with a lot of that fuckery that I be into. Not that it's bad, but It's kind of ill some nights. So, but what I'm saying is, man, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I ain't trying to die alone, and that's facts. I don't know about y'all. I ain't trying to die alone. I'm trying to enjoy, at older ages. I want to take cruises. I want timeshares. I want somebody to enjoy that with. I want somebody to get along with, somebody that I can actually talk to. I actually want those things a part of my life at some point. So I know as a man, there's certain things I got to do and I got to change on my own. I got to do it. Nobody else going to do it for me, man. And I know a woman is not going to come banging on my door like, please, can I submit to you? No, it don't work like that, motherfucker. You got to put in the work. You got to prove yourself. You got to treat this woman like she's human. Dog, the basic shit, you just going to have to get out here and do. You're going to have to be the man of that relationship, man. I've been there, done that. I can do it again. And I'm in the process of really getting this shit together. And I'm going to take y'all along on this journey if you subscribe to my channel. So, man, what you're looking at is just a lot of motherfuckers, man, just not being honest, man. And you're never going to get to the root of anything if nobody's honest.
Well,
I believe 95% of these cats that's talking, um, the moment they meet an exceptional woman, they gone. They
dog,
done.
dog.
The moment they meet an exceptional woman.
If I can avoid going to a hospice, a old folks spot, shitting on myself, being abused by some STNA that moonlights as a stripper, I'm out. I'm out, dog.
Not make
75, yeah, 75 don't mean shit when you 75, dog.
Nah, no.
75 don't
ask you
mean
all
shit
this.
when you 75, dog.
But let me ask you this though: if they're going their own way and they red pilling themselves and black pilling and white pilling and green pilling, and then they saving themselves, then we shouldn't hear any more black women dragging then online. Then it's nothing else to talk about since y'all leaving the community, right? Shouldn't be any
They,
more talk, right?
we all know them niggas ain't going nowhere. Stop it. Stop it. We all know them niggas ain't going nowhere. They're not going anywhere. Them niggas can barely afford a Uber. They're not gonna get no
Oh,
plane
they're
ticket
obsessed with
and
black
go
women.
overseas. They're not going anywhere. That's why they're screaming. I'm leaving. If you don't suck my dick, I'm leaving. I promise. If you don't come back to the table and suck my dick, I promise I'm leaving. I'm on my way. I'm leaving now. I'm leaving now. I'm getting my passport. I'm going to the Dominican Republic. And you give me some pussy. You don't give me no pussy. I'm leaving. I promise. I'm leaving. I swear. I'm leaving. No, you ain't. No, you ain't. You ain't going nowhere, and you know it.
Mm.
Yo, but my
You're
thing
not
is,
going anywhere.
how can a bunch of men from a certain community, that we know to be, just in disarray for the most part. If you're from any kind of inner city or even, some kind of poor country town, how can you go to that neighborhood? You see abandoned houses, flipped over cars, crack fiends. You see everything else is fucked up, and you just expect an array of femininity to be brought up out of those conditions. I'm like, y'all not even realistic. Look at what the community did to the men. Ideally, women are not even supposed to be brought up under those conditions, man.
Right,
To be
right.
honest, that's not fertile ground for femininity. So, you really got to take a look at that as well. And that's why, even if I'm being hard on women, I don't beat them down, make them feel bad, because I come from the same environment they came from. And I know if I would have went down that one dark alley that one time or made that one left turn, I probably wouldn't be here talking to y'all today, man. So, cats got to understand, man, that we all come from this place and, we all did what we had to do, to make the best out of our lives and shit. But we got to stop looking at each other as just less than human, man.
You're not trying to humiliate black women, which is why I like your channel. Like you are even. Like you have your moments where you're going in on women, but you also speak more so to the brothers. And I can tell you're not dragging black women. When they're talking about black women, it's coming from a place of hatred. Like This old ninja that I've been talking about, y'all don't need to get married and that's horrible and black women just gonna take your money and then just like it's what are you talking about? You're too old to be talking about that. We need families or don't or we're gonna screw ourselves out of screw ourselves into extinction. Somebody got to try marriage. Somebody we got to try because right now the single mother thing ain't working. How can you beat us up for being single mothers and then down marriage? That's
Well,
how
well, well,
teacher. Like,
well. Look,
ridiculous.
hey man, you know what I say? For all of them, y'all don't want. For all of them, these guys say ain't worth nothing. Send them to me. Um, Let them do boot camp with Boogie. And I'm dead serious, man. I swear to God. Send
Mm.
them to me. Let me deal with them. Let me trace that line back and figure out where the disconnect was. Give them 3 months with me, and they'll be okay. And I ain't talking about no sexual shit, dog.
See, but
Look,
you know that's what they thinking. Quit
yo. Because with look, man, with black women,
it.
above anything else, and this is my experience, even above the money, even above, all of the superficial shit that they like, dog. If you get them alone, they just want somebody to listen to them, man. They really want somebody to really. They want to be what's the word I'm looking for, man. They want a level of satisfaction from a man. You know what I mean? They never had their stories heard. You know what I mean? And all of them got a story, good or bad. And I've put in man hours with these women, man. I mean, up to 2, 3 in the morning just listening. And some of these stories go deep, man. Some of these stories go really deep. And I was always a guy, I could just sit there, just poised with my bearing and just let them go. And they always thank me for that. I never really judged them and shit. Now there were times I was thinking in my mind, damn, this is deep. But I can't say that, man. But over anything, man, I noticed with a lot of black women, man, they just want a level of satisfaction from a man. They just want to know that you care. They want that feeling of safety and shit. For real decent black women. Then on top of that, if you handling your business as a man, getting out here, you grinding, you touching some paper, dog. I feel like you really can't go wrong out here because, dog, all women don't cheat. It's a possibility, but all women don't cheat. All women ain't out here with 50 sex partners, dog. I know plenty of
Thank
women.
you.
I
Thank you.
know plenty of women that have the same fuck buddy for 3, 4 years. Every now and then she might dip off something new, but dog, a lot of them don't even be doing that, man. They'll keep the same fuck buddy because they don't want to be out here fucking around with different guys, man. But see, a lot of these guys aren't even they not even out here in these streets. You know what I'm saying? They're not even out here talking to these women.
They on video games.
Yeah, I mean, whatever they doing, right? You know what I mean? Putting on fucking costume makeup and shit. But the point is, I know a lot of females, man, that's just living their life for them. And if the right guy come, she might jump on it. But in the meantime, she got that same fuck buddy she had for the last 3 years, and that's that. You know what I mean? Look, these conversations are not even well laid out because a lot of these guys are not well versed in what's going on outside. But they get a lot of information from books and articles and shit in the back of Google, and I understand that, right? That has its place. But then you got to bring what's going on in real life to the table as well. And I feel like that's what guys like Mike and Maceo do. And to a certain level, I do myself. I'm like, dog, I'm really out here, man. I'm giving you what I observe. All dog, a lot of these women don't be having these crazy high body counts, like y'all say. You know how many chicks is going to, you know, uh, uh, um, North Carolina State University. She been on campus for 3 years, but fucking around with the same fuck buddy and shit. And when you meet her, she'll be honest with you, like, yeah, I got a friend, and I already know what that means. Yeah, he dicking you down because you need some dick. But yeah, that's good that you ain't spreading your body to all these other different kind of guys. I respect shit like that. You know what I'm saying? These niggas think they gonna get out here and find some virgins. I'm like, look, nigga, y'all want virgins, y'all gotta raise them. Y'all want to bounce, skip, shake, and twerk your ass up in another man's patriarchy. They raised them women to be feminine. They raised them women to be cooperative. They raised them women to respect men. Now it's your turn. But y'all want to dip, shake, and bend over and twerk and clap your fucking ass cheeks in another man's patriarchy. And and the shit that's going on in Sasua, that's a show enough signal that they tired of you niggas. They getting tired of y'all. And the moment that these places that economic situation gets better, they gonna ban some of you niggas from going over there. If you ain't over there working or you some kind of dignitary, they gonna stop you niggas from going over there fucking up this shit, man. A lot of them get tired of y'all, man. You know what I mean? And a lot of y'all don't see that shit yet, but it's coming. It's coming down the pike, man. And that's the first sign that they getting tired of y'all. Cause y'all bring that bullshit everywhere y'all go. I see you niggas in the airport with a towel around your neck, fucking fanny pack, some shorts, and some fucking slippers, talking about you going on business. And I just laugh at them like, nigga, please, just say you chasing pussy, man. You know what I mean? This shit is so ill, man.
Speaking of ill, that sissy Edward Anderson is doing a live about me now, and they all on a panel dragging me now.
Edward
That's what
Anderson.
I'm talking about. And he got your name in his mouth. Like
I
this is
just
what I'm talking about. See,
I just
these
spanked that
losers.
boy yesterday. I mean, Edward Anderson has a. I'm gonna be honest. Edward Anderson, what I noticed, has a fascination of some sort with me. And a lot of people give Edward passes because of his condition, right?
What is his condition?
He like boys. That's what his condition is. Can we let's just keep it 110. Since they can drag me, I can drag him. He like men. Now I don't know if he's talking about you, Boogie, but I'm looking at the comments. See, I see what's going on. They over there dragging me as I don't know why she don't want to talk to you. I don't have to talk to you and explain what I talk about on my panel. Like who are the nerve of these ninjas? Like who do they think they are that I need to explain what I do? I have produced more marriages in my movement in 1 year than the people they refuse to take the task have ever produced. And they've been on YouTube longer than I have. So
well, you got to ask yourself, and you know,
it's amazing
and
to
I had a
me.
conversation with Edward Anderson the other night. You know, like he didn't take my offer for me to take him out to dinner, and which is fine because I wanted to meet up because he lives about 30 minutes away, but he didn't take up my offer, which is fine, fair
Of
enough.
course he didn't.
So we got on the panel and we chopped it up, and I thought everything was cool. But see, thing about Edward, because nobody is ever talking to Edward, he always inserts himself in these conversations that
He
have
needs
nothing to do with
relevance.
him.
His mama doesn't want him, and neither do these women. Nobody cares about what Edward Anderson and BGS are talking about. And that's why she came over here being messy and she's over there being messy. And that's why they're dragging me. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is why you have to, Boogie, stay away from Black YouTube. When I moved away from these losers, my numbers went up. And that's, if you want to see your business, you already see the numbers. Get away from them and you'll be fine. Because this is what you have to deal with. They're jealous. As soon as you told me you mentioned your event in DC, shout out to you. Now that they coming for you, just these arbitrary beefs with you, this is jealousy. Because they don't know how to do. They're broke dusties who have nothing better to do than drag productive people. And
Yeah, I
this is
mean,
the
look,
first time I shot back. But I've been taking shots from these losers for over a year. And now that I'm shooting back, oh, she's unfeminine. I knew she was a fraud. You didn't know anything because I wasn't even saying anything to you. I wasn't even
I
mentioning you
mean,
on my channel. I've
they
been
they
nothing but cordial to these people.
they can't stop this shit, man. And you know, any of these boys show up in DC, they'll
You're
get
going to shut it
smothered in
down.
DC. They not
Yeah.
going to. But you know, soon to come, you know, and we'll talk offline. You know, because I sold out my event in less than a week. Um, I see you got a large following. We need to talk business offline because I think having men I'm talking about my kind of guys, not these crazy niggas. These crazy niggas are vetted. They cannot show
Nah,
out.
yeah, we don't mix and
You
mingle with broke dusties. Only
know what I'm
confident
saying?
men.
Get everybody in one room, man, and really harmonize. Me personally, I'm just tired of the panels. I do them out of convenience, but I think this thing can be a lot bigger than what it is. But there's always going to be a group of people that want to keep it the same. They don't want to expose themselves. They don't want. They don't want to. You know. Take advantage of the opportunity that's here right now. And there are women that want to meet men. There are obviously men on my side that deal with women and want to meet women. These guys are level headed, and that's the crowd I'm talking to now. I told them niggas in no uncertain terms. Whatever kind of flags y'all waving, y'all can unsubscribe, take your Patreon with you. I'm not talking to y'all no more. Y'all are crazy. Y'all are finished. So like I say, this won't be my last event. My next event, I got some. I'm not going to announce it, but it is going to be a lot bigger, and we're going to incorporate the opposite sex into it. I will spill the
I've
beans. I'll
wanted
get with
to
you
see
behind
something.
the scenes, and maybe we can
Yeah, I've wanted.
exchange some ideas and shit. But yeah, man. To me, playtime is over with. These niggas been playing online for 5 years, and my thing is either niggas gonna boss up or shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? That's as simple as that. I put my own money up for this event. If niggas gonna boss up, we gonna boss up. You want to be treated like a boss, act like a fucking boss. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you know. And let me tell you what that brings when you act like a boss and when you're making boss moves. I had at least 4 black women email me just asking me, "Do I need anything?" Like, Bug, do you need anything? You need any kind of help, whatever it is. You know what I mean? I'll show you some love on it. I understand what you're trying to do. I'm watching you grind, and I appreciate that. Do you think I got that from any of these manosphere niggas? No. So, women has always been a part of my life. Even when I was on deployments, 15 months, a year here, a year here, it was women handling my business. It was hard to catch up with niggas to get to that post office to send that package. But I tell you, these women, they was Ricky Tick right on time, man. So maybe my life has just been a little bit different with dealing with women, man, because they always held me down. And it wasn't always about sex. It was just about being a good friend, being a good human being, understanding my worth and I understand their worth. And you know what? When it was time for me to pay them back, I paid them back tenfold for holding me down. And that's how relationships are, man. You know what I'm saying? You don't get nothing for nothing. I mean, excuse me, like you don't get something for nothing. So, my thing is niggas better wake up, man, and understand this is a new day, man. Women, a lot of them got their own careers. They got their own shit pop. They got their own degrees. They not trying to sit up in your kitchen and churn butter all fucking day. There's only so much of that. They can run to the store, get the butter, gonna take them 5 minutes. You know, so guys gotta adapt a little bit too, man. At the end of the day, even that female that you bring overseas, she gonna start out in a couple months churning butter. Then she gonna realize it's a lot easier to take her ass to the store to make her roast pollo. Yes, she's gonna figure that out. You know what I mean? This is how it is, man. A lot of guys, they're trying to run out of the old playbook, man. That old playbook, some things we can bring with us, but some things we gotta leave behind, man. A lot of these women, you look at their political power that they have, how they galvanize, how they organize. A lot of them don't really have issue with that. Black men, when it's time for us to organize, name a black organization that has not been infiltrated by insiders. We have a major problem within our ranks. You go back to the NOI, you go back to the US movement, Malana Karenga, crazy ass. You go back to Panthers. I mean, all of this shit has been infiltrated, man. Every time we try to get some organization shit popping, and nobody wants to admit that we have problems in our ranks when it comes to being organized. It's a phenomenon that escapes me. I don't understand the shit.
Well,
I,
because
I
the
don't get it.
simple thing is the simple thing is uh, in organizations you get discipline. In organization, there's discipline, there's rules, there's regulations, there's guidelines, you got goals and objectives. The problem is a lot of these niggas don't want any discipline. They don't want any organizational discipline. And so anything that smacks of discipline, they want to regress everything down to the gutter so it doesn't make them feel so bad about being fucked up. Because it shows up all their flaws and imperfections and all their foibles and shortcomings. So what they need to do, they need to regress everything to a level of dysfunction so that they feel better about themselves. So they're going to sabotage any group. They're going to sabotage any group. They're going to sabotage any organization. They're going to sabotage any movement that is geared towards improving or developing yourself. They're going. I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's the NOI. I don't care if it was the black. It's always the same type of nigga in the ranks. That's why I don't pay any attention to these hotep niggas. These me and Mike have been saying for the longest. These pro black niggas are savages. These pro black niggas they fall into either one or two categories. They hotep hustlers, or they two strike Timmies, or they're effeminate, effeminate acting, non-aggressive non-factors. That's what they fall into. And those are usually the dudes that are sucking up the women, talking about queen, talking about you're a queen and you're this and you're that. No, you just trying to, browbeat and brown nose your way into some pussy. And you got the two strike Timmy nigga who's really he's just running a hustle. That pro black shit is nothing but a hustle for him. It's a way for him to hit a lick and come up. And then you got the other nigga that's there. He's just there snitching. He's the one that's gonna tell everybody and get everybody busted. That's the nigga that's gonna turn around and tell you to go do some wild shit like go blow up a building or go shoot a nigga, but then they're gonna let him out the back door when everybody gets arrested. He's gonna show up at trial testifying against you. The pro-black community is filled with niggas like this. This is why they're largely ineffective, and this is why nobody listens to them. So when you say we have a problem and we have to purge these niggas from our ranks, the problem is our ranks have become so infected with these niggas to where they have lowered the standard. They have lowered the standard to the point where anybody can get in now. Anybody can infiltrate now. That's why I always tell people, do not stay here and become a casualty of niggas. Do not, because niggas will set you up to get killed, put your face on a t-shirt and bootleg it on 125th Street in Harlem and act like they love you. You know,
Mhm.
they will set you up, bootleg your shit, come to your funeral, break down over your casket, you know, and then, be out there snitching on you and again, bootlegging your message, corrupting your message, profiting off your message, selling dope to your children, fucking your wife or your girlfriend, all that old grimy shit. All that old grimy shit in a heartbeat, all in the name of blackness. That's why I tell everybody, do not martyr yourself here. Do not martyr yourself for uh, uh, a movement or an organization that does not exist. Do not do it. Do not do it. So when you said we have a problem, yeah, we got a problem, but nobody wants to level up. Nobody wants organizational discipline because that's not cool. Nobody wants to subvert themselves to the rule of law because then they start talking about, well, that's the white man's rule of law. No, you just want to be ratchet. Nobody wants to discipline themselves to accept traditional values because traditional values is white and it's played. So then they got all these arguments against monogamy and relationships. And no, you just want some mutual of Omaha wild kingdom pussy. That's all it is. It has nothing to do with traditional values. It has nothing to do with the white man. You just want to be gully. That's it. You just want to be gully. So they got 1,000 different excuses as to why they can't improve or level up. But the real truth is that niggas just want to play in the gutter. That's what the niggas just want to play in the sewer. And not only do they want to play in the sewer, they want everybody else to come down and play in the sewer with them.
Just like I said, they was in the chat being messy. She over there doing a live, just like I said she was over here doing, over here talking about, yeah, if I got something to say, I'll say. This is that childish stuff. I knew she was gonna do this so she could have something to go back to her channel and start some stuff. This is how black people, hood black people who have no sense do. She's over here, involve herself in something that has nothing to do with her, pick a fight, and then go back. Yeah, if I got something to say, I say it to your face. And yeah, I was roasting you. Why do you have to roast me? What have I done to you? Why are you even talking about me? And first of all, you shouldn't be talking about anybody's looks. You shouldn't be talking about anybody's looks, ma'am. This is what I'm talking about, Kendra. This is what I'm talking about. You did exactly what I said you were going to do. You're going to be messy. And I didn't want you near my audience because I don't want them around messy women that are going to do nothing but get them over to their channel and drag them. Because that's exactly what she does. Is she drags black women. She calls you names and drags you because that's what those men want to do. They want to drag you. Just like C Boogie said, they want to see harm come to you. They want to see harm come to these women. So they go to her channel and she beats up on them. Yeah, she's a strag because she won't let us sit up here and disrespect her and call her all kinds of names. And she's not feminine. She's fake. And if I got something to say to her, you just nothing but a hood chick. And you think that that's going to work on me. And it's not. And I'll just include your name with them. Because you're just as raggedy as they are. You're just a bunch of losers. Y'all have nothing better to do to drag somebody that has nothing to do with you. I don't even talk about these people. I don't even listen to these people like that. I mean, where's all this vitriol about my channel coming from? Like, who are these losers? God. The head Lord of the Flies, little sissy Edward Anderson, please do not send me there. Because when if I do, I'm the manosphere. Just list the names, all the names that ever gave me problem. You're on there. Just leave my channel alone. Just leave me alone, Kendra. Why were you even over here? We weren't even talking about you. This had nothing to do with you. And she inserted herself. She could drag me. I told Gabe and Frank, I said, she's going to be over here and she's going to start something and she's going to drag me. And that's exactly what she's doing. That is not femininity. That is hood behavior because that's the language they speak is hood language. That doesn't work with me, Kendra. I don't operate like you do. And that hijab is just it's that means nothing. That you're just like the chicks that we're talking about. You're no different. That's not ladylike. That's not feminine. You're not helping women be better. I'm helping them be better, not drag other women, talk about them, put them down. I don't judge them because they were raised differently than me, because they have a different religion, because they look at life differently. I want them to be fulfilled as women. How if they're a Christian, Muslim, whatever. I don't look down on these women. She drags these women and she's dragging me. And this had nothing to do with her. This is what I'm talking about, Maceo. This is sad. This is literally sad. But I said I'll have to say it. I'm done with it. Back tomorrow, it's back to business. And let the chips fall where they may. I've said what I need to say.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and close out with this, man. I appreciate y'all for having me on. Think this was a conversation that had to be had. You know me, man. I'm gonna keep it transparent about everything, man. I don't care what it is. Like I told y'all, cats. If you're gonna jump the fence or if you think the grass is greener, look, it's always good to see for yourself. But I wanted to tell you. Dog, the grass ain't always greener, man. Like I say, the fuckery just displays itself differently. And at the end of the day, you're gonna have to go through a lot of hurdles, especially with, you're dealing with a white girl, you gotta deal with that. It's a lot of shit that come with that, man. And, over time it puts a strain on the daughter-dad relationship and it's a lot, man. And all of it for what? Because she want to date a black guy or whatever. Nor am I telling people who to date. Do what you want. Just do your due diligence, man. Don't be listening to guys online that's only telling you the good side of these stories. I can tell you 50 horror stories. Guys that I know, guys that I came across. So within anything in life, it's a crapshoot, man. You 50-50, you got 50-50 shot for that shit to work. Um, if you just don't like black women, be honest. That's all I ever wanted from you niggas, to be honest. And there's no argument there. Once you come out and say it, like, hey, I hate them, I don't like them, whatever, shit, I can't argue with you about that, dog. You know what I mean? I'm not even here to try to convince anybody. I'm just like, y'all guys got to figure out what y'all want. Y'all are rebel without causes at this point. Y'all don't even have a cause. They already labeled the white manosphere a hate group. What y'all think coming down the pike? That's why, I'm working on my exit strategy to get up out of here because I don't want my face or name attached to that bullshit, man. These guys are getting crazier by the day, and there's not enough people stepping up to stop the fuck. I don't even like the doxing. Even when BGS got doxed, I didn't like that. I don't like the doxing. I don't like the personal business there. Now, if it got to go there, then I get it. But, some of this shit, we all should be able to operate in a space where we don't step on each other's toes, where we all can get our message out there. Even if we don't agree on everything, we should still be able to respect that, have a conversation about it, keep it moving. For some people, I understand this is their life. They have nothing else. Without this, these guys would be lost souls. Their voice will never be heard. Understand all that. But dog, take that energy, take all that energy, that hatred, that animosity, put it into yourself, man. And you never know what you're gonna come up with, man. You know what I'm saying? Because tomorrow you can meet an exceptional woman, and all this red pill mumbo jumbo gonna go out the window once you meet that exceptional female. You just got to be available. You got to be emotionally available. You got to be mentally available. Your mind got to be ready, and your heart got to be open for that shit. And for some guys, they might be too far gone, but I know some guys they built for it. Because at the root of all of this shit, at the root of all of it is fear, dog. It's fear. And if nobody else gonna say it, I'm gonna say it. It's fucking fear. And me, I don't live my life in fear like that. When I walk up on a female, when I meet a woman, I think about the best that can happen, straight up and down. I'm not thinking about the worst that can happen because I already protected myself. That's in me. I think about the best scenario. So it's all about mindsets at this point, man. Guys got to get your mind right. So anyway, Maceo, appreciate you having me on, man. Nicole Michelle, I holla at you another time, man. We'll chop it up, man, about some things, man, and get some things in motion. Everybody in the chat room, appreciate y'all for showing me love. Um, Hope y'all have a prosperous weekend and shit, man, and just really stay positive. Cause me personally, I don't want to wrap these hands around nobody's neck. I just don't, man. It's really uncalled for. But I think we hit it toward a lot of this bullshit. At some point, it's going to spill into the streets. I feel it. It's in my spirit. I hope it doesn't happen, but I believe somebody gonna get their fucking head bust. I'm just
Well,
being real.
that's what I'm saying. A lot of these dudes, man, they're not going that far. They're not going into any streets. They're safe on YouTube. That's the thing. They're safe on YouTube, and YouTube is really where they belong. And it's their comfort zone. This is where they can vent. And again, I see why no woman really wants to fuck with them. I understand why they're alone. I listen to
Yeah.
them, and I understand why they're in the position that they're in. I understand why they're with the person that they're with. I understand why they say the shit that they say. So for me, I could, for coming from where I'm coming from and doing what I do, I could really care less about, what they're saying. Now, the thing is I stay out of the way, and I want them to stay out of my way. I stay out of their way, and I want them to stay out of my way. What I don't like or what I hear is, because you hear what I've seen a lot in the chat room tonight is everybody saying, well, she got a right to have an opinion. Well, yeah, you got a right to have an opinion, but that don't mean your opinion is informed or worth a damn. And you have the right to have an opinion, but you also have a right to be told that your opinion is uninformed, ignorant as fuck, and it ain't worth a damn. You have a right to a rebuttal. Just like if you have a right to open your mouth on someone, someone has a right to open their mouth in response. So, the thing is when you see these people, what they like doing, and what I notice, and it's especially with um these so-called enlightened pro-black niggas, that they're the first ones that want to be respected, but they're the first ones to disrespect somebody. They
Mhm.
demand respect, but they're the first ones to be disrespectful towards you. And then when you slap the shit out of them, then all of a sudden, they start talking about, like you provoked them, like you did something to them, but they're the first ones. They're the first ones to come at you crazy. They're the first ones to have your name all in their mouth, even when you're trying to avoid them.
Dude.
you know so some of them want that work, some of them want that smoke, or they think they want that smoke, or they believe they want that smoke, until you slap the shit out of them in the streets. And when you slap the shit out of them in the streets, then it becomes, oh, why you
You're
doing
so
this? And
unfeminine. You're
yeah,
you're a
yeah,
fraud. We knew you wasn't feminine after all because I didn't let you
yeah,
drag me.
yeah. So that's what they want to do. So then it's over there, and it's like, okay, well, you can talk that shit long as you talk that shit over there. You talk that shit over there, we're good. Okay. But again, if you come here, um, I will bring it. I will bring it. I will bring it. But as long as I'm left alone, I leave you alone. Long as I'm left alone, I leave you alone. I'm a live and let live kind of guy. But
Mhm.
this thing about, well, they don't feel that you have a right to say anything. Even though they're being blatantly disrespectful, even though they're blatantly shitting on you, you don't have the right to say anything back. They reserve the right to just walk all over you at will. And nah, that's not happening here. That's not happening here. And that's a message that they have to understand. So when you say, well, it's not going to happen, it's not going to be safe until you get your hands around the neck. Well, yeah, that's probably what it's going to be. But I'm saying that a lot of them don't even have that courage. A lot of them don't, because again, YouTube is the only place they're listened to. YouTube is the only place. See, in the streets, you just the ordinary. You may be just a little ordinary hood nigga. You just an ordinary hood bitch. But here, you can get a YouTube name, and you can get, a YouTube name or avatar or picture, and you become somebody because somebody's listening to you. It doesn't mean what you have to say is worth a damn. It just means somebody's listening to you. And a lot of these people, they get high on that attention. I mean, again, they're worse than strippers and whores. They get high on that attention. They get high, on that fame of being who they are. So they're not going to meet you face to face, because if they meet you face to face, they know you're going to bust their bubble. If you meet them face to face, they know you're going to expose them. If you meet them face to face, you'll see that they're really just little ineffectual, impish like people that are not about any of the shit that they're talking. It's just WWF. It's good entertainment for those little two-faced subscribers that they have on their channels that they're trying to impress. That's never going to pay them. That's never going to give them a dime. That's not going to Patreon. Not going to PayPal. Not going to Cash App. They're just there to see the niggotry. They're just there to see the niggotry. So you said, when will we level up? It's a real problem. We're not going to level up because niggas love niggotry. That's what we do, niggotry. We don't do solutions. We don't do problems. We are the world's babies. We are the world's babies. So that's why I said don't martyr yourself. You may have to slap the shit out of some of these niggas in the street. It may become necessary. But you can't build anything with these people because they're unproductive. You can't build anything with these people because they're self-destructive. So you just have to swerve these niggas. That's why I tell them, I said, I'm not upset anymore when you get choked out in the streets. I don't give a shit when you get choked out in the streets. I said before, I don't give a shit if they use hand grenades to disperse you. I don't give a shit anymore because I know how grimy and how gully some of these niggas are. And they're
Mhm.
not going to listen to you when you're talking sweet to them. They don't understand sweet words. They don't understand terms of endearments. What they understand is when you grab them by the throat and slap the shit out of them. That's what they understand. And that's the only thing they understand. And that's the only thing they'll ever get, you see.
Yeah.
So, they'll get up here and they'll sit up here and they'll talk all that shit about, femininity this and femininity that, and then go chase a mutual of Omaha Wild Kingdom bitch, or be living with a bitch that's sponsoring them, overgrown babies and shit. They'll sit up here and talk that simp shit, but living like a simp. They'll sit up here because I saw them over there in that old bitch ass Edward Anderson's chat room talking all that slick shit, with his quick bunny sugar water ass over there talking about all them niggas over there talking about simp this and simp that and simp this and simp that, and half of them laid up with bitches, half of them living off bitches. If the bitch come and cut their computer off right now, ain't shit they can do about it. But they gonna call me and you a simp.
Bring
And the
that
only
bitch to
reason,
me. That's
yeah,
what I tell
the only reason they got cable is because they on that bitch's kids cable system. They on the bitch's Ethernet, and it ain't even in their name. It ain't even in her name. It's in the kid's name, so they living that grimy over there calling somebody a simp. And it's always, the same niggas that come over here and, like Nicole said, they come over here and listen and they contribute and then they go back over there, and talk a whole lot of shit, or they send me a whole lot of bullshit in an email and then think that, oh, I'm cool. No, you're not cool with me. You're not cool with me. And I don't know you, so I don't owe you. So get the fuck away from me. That's why I'm antisocial to this day. That's why I'm antisocial. How did Chris Rock said, I hate niggas. I wish they would let me join the Ku Klux Klan. I hate niggas. So that's why, I don't fuck around with a lot of them. I don't fuck around with a lot of them. That's why when they come in my face talking that shit, nah, nigga, swerve, get the fuck away from me. I don't want you around me. I don't want you in my space. Because what a lot of niggas will do, they will get close enough to you to bite you.
hmm
They will get close enough to you just to bite you. And then once they bite you, now they going over on all these other niggas' channels spitting venom on you, trying to drag you over there. All the shit that they wouldn't say over, they won't even say it to your face on YouTube, but they'll say it to your face on another nigga's channel. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So, you know, I'm just not, I'm not with that, and I'm not with them. And so that's why, again, these niggas have become the very women that they're complaining about. They have become the very, very women that they're complaining about. And that's why with me, I come from a military culture. I come from a home where the buck stops with you. You are responsible. You are the one that is responsible. You don't cry about what no woman is doing. That's not what you do. You take care of the business that you have to take care of. You don't put the onus on a woman. The onus is on you. The buck starts and stops with you. How the fuck you expect for any woman to respect you if you don't assume any degree of responsibility? And how can you assume any degree of responsibility when everything is her, her, her? No, it's you. And now I know why she won't fuck you. Now I know why she's swerving you. Now I know why she doesn't want to be bothered with you. I know why, I know why you ain't getting no ass. I know why she's setting you up to get robbed. I know why she using you to take her to Red Lobster and get us some cheddar biscuits on the first of the month. I know why she using you. I get it. I understand why she's doing it. And I ain't even
Uh-huh.
mad at her. I ain't even mad at her. I'm not even upset with her anymore because I see what you're doing. And because I see what you're doing, I can't blame her for doing to you what you're trying to do to her. You're trying to fuck bitch her, but she fuck bitched you first. Ty go to the runner. Game, respect game, and she got you. And that's what it is, and that's the way it is, and everybody know that's what it is. So, with that being said, you guys can catch me on here. Power and Strategy is my channel. I also have Genosha TV. I want to thank my guest, Mr. C Boogie, for coming in here and breaking bread with me tonight. My PayPal is in my description box. Support if you want to. If you don't want to, I don't care. And also, I would like to allow Miss Nicole the time for her to close out because it's after midnight, and I got to be up at 5:30 in the morning. So, Miss Nicole, take us out of here.
I know what that means. Thanks, Maceo. And thanks everybody that is supporting my movement. Thanks, C Boogie. Thanks, Maceo. And thanks to everybody listening on the rebroadcast. Look, I'm not trying to chop off people's heads. I just want y'all to just leave me alone. Just leave me alone. I don't have anything to do. Just leave me alone. And if not, then we'll just take it to the next level and let heads roll where they may. Thanks, Maceo.
All right. I will catch y'all when I catch y'all, and I'll see y'all when I see y'all. We out of
All
here.
right. Peace, peace.
Peace.